So, Kaguya-sama Love is War posed us with the question, what would it be like if two tsunderes fell in love? Well, the show we are going to be talking about tonight poses us with the question of, what would it be like if two cinnamon rolls fell in love? And that, my friends, is going to be the story of Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, which I'm super excited to talk about because I've been watching this for a while and I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Of course, as always, I'm your host, Jay. Welcome to the Channel Church Podcast, and joining me are my two friends, Brian and Tony. Well, Brian, we don't know about Tony just yet, but at least Brian's here. How you doing, Brian?
I'm alright, you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good. I'm excited to talk about, well, basically, me characters.
Yeah, what if two, the joke that me and Tony had this whole time was, what if two Brians fell in love?
And the more I watched it, the more I not only saw it, but questioned things about my personal life myself.
Oh, that's good. See, now we're getting into juicy territory. That's gonna be interesting to hear. I am very, very curious and excited to hear.
You know most of it already.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear your thoughts on that stuff. But as always, we got to start as we usually do by first jumping right into the news with Brian. Take it away, Brian.
All right, so we've had in the news a couple big rumors come up, a couple smaller like casting stories that are interesting, and I think one or two like behind the scenes conferences where they haven't revealed it to the public yet. But all of that got truncated with some really big entertainment news. And when I say entertainment, I mean like entertainment industry, like as a whole. That is not the best news, but it's good and bad. Anyway, without being around the bush, basically we've heard for a while now that Warner Brothers was thinking about selling, and one of the big names that came out was Paramount. And a lot of people didn't want that because
political implications and such. You know, we don't gotta go too deep into it.
Yeah. But anyway, point is that Paramount deal fell through, but somebody else swooped in, Netflix. And yeah, I don't know how to feel about this.
I'm super conflicted. Because on the one hand, I don't like consolidation. This feels very a monopoly move. But also, Netflix is one of those networks that has had consistent good quality and does genuinely care about animation, which is one of the things that like was definitely falling to the wayside during the WB Discovery merger.
Yeah.
So like, you know, there's still a lot of good here, but I don't like the overall like consolidation of it all.
All
you know what I mean?
Just to like help like focus on the negative and stuff, and like to like more eloquently put it, I do have the joint statement that the Writers Guild put out.
Okay.
And that's the world's largest streaming company swallowing one of its biggest competitors is what antitrust laws were designed to prevent. The outcome would eliminate jobs, push down wages, worsen conditions for all entertainment workers, raise prices for consumers, and reduce the volume and diversity of content for all viewers. Industry workers, along with the public, are already impacted by only a few powerful companies maintaining tight control over what consumers can watch on television, on streaming, and in theaters. This merger must be blocked.
Honestly, I hope it is, because like, you know, like they said, it's a monopoly, because, you know, Netflix isn't just a TV streaming services. They've made Oscar plays now. Like they're also a movie studio. Like it overlaps in a lot of different sectors in Hollywood.
Yeah, which to that point, like one of the highest higher ups in Netflix has stated that he thinks that people prefer to watch movies at home and not in the theater, and they have already come out and said that if this deal like actually goes through, that they are hoping to reduce the time between theater release and home release, which would like bring down theater prices, really impact the theater industry.
I don't like that, because as somebody, I mean, you know, I complain about having to go to a theater just through transportation logistics, but I enjoy the theater experience. Like I don't want that to die.
Yeah, exactly. And to think about all the big franchises that Warner Brothers owns now, having them under Netflix as well now.
Yeah, because like think about that, right? Like now, like Marvel versus DC is literally just a Disney versus Netflix if that goes through. Like,
Yep.
That's fucking nuts.
And also, in a weird meta twist, this also includes The Matrix.
Oh yeah.
Warner Brothers owns the rights
yeah,
to The
it
Matrix.
does, yeah,
so,
Warner Brothers does own the right to the Matrix.
So it's history imitating art.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not great.
No, it's a really fucky situation, that's for sure.
Yeah, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. If any big things happen, I'll probably do a news story on it here. But we'll have to wait and see. Who knows? By the time we post this, the situation might have changed for the better or worse. We never know.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are protesting this and do not want this to happen. So
Yeah, and I want to make our stance pretty clear. We do not support monopolies in any way.
yeah,
like
the Actors Guild has also come out and make a statement about it. Which, by the way, don't know if you heard, they have a new president.
Oh, do they?
Fran Drescher stepped down.
Oh, she did. Oh.
Sean Astin.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yep. Sam Wise
is
now the head of the Actors Guild.
I also forget what his character's name from Stranger Things was, but that guy, he played him as well. Bob. Loved him.
Indeed. We all did. Which everybody's talking about Stranger Things right now. So
I have everything.
we could have done something.
I have everything blocked on Twitter. I can't see shit.
I got one spoiler, but it was kind of
Obvious.
something that we had been theorizing.
Yeah, I was
for
there
a
something that
while.
we've been thinking about. Okay, so yeah, those I don't mind as much because it's like, okay, that's just confirmation of something I already thought. But I haven't seen shit. I'm holding out till New Year's. Let's see. We'll see if I don't get
by the
spoiled till
way,
then.
that was one other smaller news story that hit recently. It's the finale is going to be feature length.
Yeah.
So they're actually going to air it in the theater.
I heard about that. Yeah, that I did hear about.
Anyway, that's it for news.
But will it still be on Netflix though? Like you can
Yeah.
still. Okay, cool. It's just an option to see it in theaters.
I think it's like how they keep doing select viewings in theaters of K-pop Demon Hunters.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, so yeah, now we can jump into Screen Time. Screen Time is, of course, the segment of the podcast where the guys and I all talk about the various rabbit holes we have been exploring over the past week or so in between podcast episodes. It's the holidays, so no actual Critical Role to report this week. I think that they're on a bit of a break. Besides Mighty Nine
Campaign
stuff.
4.
Yeah. No, when I say Critical Role, I mean Campaign 4. Obviously, there's Mighty Nine going on and stuff.
Yeah, this last Thursday they did air the new episode, so we will have something next week. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, we will get in. We will get another one next week. Just took a break because of the holidays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense. Thanksgiving and
For
such.
those who don't know, Critical Role always skips ever since they started Campaign 3.
Mm-hmm.
They always skip the last Thursday of a month to give themselves a break. Usually they replace it with other stuff, like
like how they did the Dispatch one shot. Yep.
Or I've talked about this before, the Age of Umbra mini, which is a Daggerheart game, but in a more Soulsborne-esque world.
Was Candela a fill-in, or was that just a separate
Yes,
thing?
Candela was a last Thursday type thing. It was like a series of minis.
Yeah, okay.
Where each mini would star a new cast. Typically, the cast would be like 2 Critical Role people and 2 guests.
Okay, cool.
And then the GM would rotate for different people.
Nice. Okay.
One of which being Spencer, I forgot his last name, but he's the one who co-created Candela Obscura and helped work on Daggerheart.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But anyway, sorry.
No,
It's
you're
your
good.
screen time.
You're good. Other than that, I have gone down, I don't know why, but for some reason I've been getting recommended a bunch of Adventure Time related videos. Now, I love Adventure Time. It's one of my favorite shows of the late 2000s, early 2010s Cartoon Network era. I grew up on that shit. I mean, I was like 14 when Adventure Time started. Finn was 12, not too much of an age difference. I love that show to death. I watched it all the way until the end. I stuck through it the whole 10 years. I've talked about on previous Screen Time before. I've seen Distant Lands. All the spin-off Adventure Time shit has been fire. But because I've been hearing about it a lot through all these Adventure Time videos, which some of the channels I want to highlight that I think have done some awesome Adventure Time content is there's a channel called Lessons of that talks about the different philosophies demonstrated throughout Adventure Time, because that's the thing about Adventure Time that a lot of people like kind of miss, is that Adventure Time is actually really fucking deep. It's not just haha funny stoner cartoon. There's a lot of deep shit in Adventure Time.
It lures you in with haha funny stoner shit, but then you realize,
oh no, there's actual
layers.
meaning in this shit. This isn't just lol random. No, this has actual deep philosophical meaning and like actual real ties to mythology, and it's really interesting. But anyway, all that Adventure Time stuff led me to like, everybody kept talking about Fiona and Cake, and Fiona and Cake is the one thing that I like had skipped out on, just because I was like, well, it's Fiona and Cake. Fiona and Cake has nothing to do with regular Adventure Time. It's just kind of a spin-off fan fiction created by the Ice King. I was wrong. Turns out Fiona and Cake is a full-on sequel series to mainline Adventure Time, done in a very clever way. And you know, I have gone on record on this podcast saying how much I am sick and tired of the multiverse, right? They kind of, like, Marvel and the MCU especially has kind of burnt me out on the multiverse concept, at least for a while. But Adventure Time does it in a very clever way with Fiona and Cake that really ties it in with the lore, and we get a lot of answers that were left kind of unanswered within the series finale and some of the spin-off stuff, so you get to learn more about that. Plus, you know, you get development for Fiona's world, and it's really interesting. It's honestly one of the best animated shows I've seen in a while. Like, if you guys had actually seen Adventure Time, and like it wasn't a fucking 10-year show, I would be like, you guys, I think this is one we should cover, because it's so fucking good, you guys.
And I'm guessing from the way that you're talking, this isn't one of those sequel shows where you can watch it even if you hadn't watched the original.
No, I mean, you can. No, you can for sure, because they do actually like do recaps of that stuff, right? And they tell you about it. But it's kind of like watching Sandman without reading the Sandman comic. You get it, and it's still really good and really cool, but you won't be able to give it that same 10 out of 10 that I gave Sandman. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I feel
it doesn't give it, you won't have the same emotional resonance. Like, I think you'd still enjoy it and still like it, and I actually do think it is possible for us to do it if you guys would be down. It is only 2 seasons, but like, it's not gonna hit you in the feels as hard as it has hit me in the feels.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, I feel you, because if you go back and you listen to that Sandman episode, which, fun fact, was Tony's first episode as
an official third, yeah.
I gave it I don't have the comic connection to Sandman, and I gave it a 9.5.
Yeah, and that's why I think it would kind of land. Like, it's such a good show, and it has such good characters that I think you guys would still really enjoy it, and it's still really good. But like, you don't, I get a lot more from it because it pays off stuff that I have been emotionally invested in for the past decade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you might still think Marceline and Bubblegum's relationship is super cute and like it a lot, but you did not go through the trenches of having to deal with the ups and downs of Marceline and Bubblegum, and also Finn's bullshit with Bubblegum.
I have seen some of Adventure Time, so I know some of it.
And also, like, a big part of Fiona and Cake, without spoiling it, because Simon is such a major character, is the entire saga with the Ice King. So,
yeah,
not having gone through that, you might not, it won't hit you as hard in the feels, but they still recap it for you so you know what happened. But, you know, hearing about it and seeing it in real time are 2 separate experiences.
I actually do know, like, a good decent amount of that.
Okay, so yeah. I do think it's podcast worthy. I don't think we'd be able to do it for season 2. I think for season 2, since it's already wrapping up, I'd probably just do a solo video, and if it gets confirmed for a season 3, we could do something for season 3.
Okay. Because we'll have to talk about it off. Screen.
But it's pretty short. It's only like, if any of you guys are Adventure Time fans and are curious, it's pretty short. There are 30-minute episodes, like, you know, 30 minutes for like the longer ones, which are like the ones towards the end, but mostly it's 22, the usual 22. So it's pretty breezy. Although it is a little weird because in season 2 they recasted a lot of the main characters.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
But that was mostly because Donald Glover was sick at the time of recording, so he could not he could not reprise his role. I don't know what happened to Gary's actor, but Gary's actor got recasted. Also, something weird that I found out is that the reason Camille Nanjiani was not in season 1 was because his agents apparently turned down him coming back without telling him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because Camille Nanjiani plays one of the deities in the Adventure Time universe that plays an important role in Fiona and Cake, and so he's a recurring character, especially in the first season. But in the first season, it's not him because, like I said, for some reason his agents thought, oh, he's in Marvel now. He doesn't need to be in your stupid kids cartoon, and so they turned them down. But Camille Nanjiani was like, wait, this came back? Why wasn't I invited? And then they're like, yeah, you were invited. Your agent said no. It's like, what the fuck? So he's back in season 2, but he was not there for season 1.
Yeah, and I know that I heard about this, and a couple of the people that didn't make it for season 2 were just because scheduling conflict.
Yeah. Like I said, the only reason Donald Glover didn't make it was because he was sick. He was so sick that he even had to cancel his tour. So like, it wasn't just he couldn't make it.
Dude, it wasn't just that he was sick. Did you not hear what happened?
What happened?
He had a seizure.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But obviously, health comes first. I'm glad he's better now. But yeah. It's really good. It's a really good show, and it handles the multiverse really well. Like, it's a refreshing take that doesn't like fucking kill the concept for me. Which, like I said, Marvel has kind of done a great job at ruining that concept for me with the MCU and the Spider-Verse stuff. But
Oh yeah.
That's been a lot of what I've been doing. Other than that, I've been reading a lot of comics, and because I haven't really been able to do a comic chaser video, I'm gonna just use kind of screen time to talk about the comics that I've been reading. DCKO has been fucking insane. I will spoil some stuff, so if you care about spoilers, skip ahead. Turns out I didn't need to think that hard. I was apparently too obvious means it is true. Booster is Darkseid, or Darkseid is Booster. I don't know which way that goes, but Booster is Darkseid, which everybody kind of guessed because they were making it super obvious, which is why most people were like, it's too obvious, there's no way it's actually him. Turns out it's him. They had a whole crazy, like, this round of the tournament, it was all about collecting various items of power, and you had to basically last the entire round while also holding onto a weapon, which featured several different big MacGuffins, like the Mother Box, the Whirligog, all the various Lantern Rings, Speed Force Ring, a bunch of different stuff. The DC version of Thor's Hammer, which is very underrated.
Interesting.
Yeah, people didn't know that existed, but it exists. Thor is a character in DC.
Isn't he more like the
version? He's the one you saw in Sandman. That is DC's Thor.
Or he's a ginger.
Yep, and fat.
And a bit of an ankle.
With teeny tiny baby hands.
Yep.
That's meant to hear it.
Yep. So there's that. I also read the Night Fight tie-in, which basically Batman was cheated, as Batman is to do. And so when he was killed by the Joker and put into stasis for the tournament, as are every competitor who gets killed during the tournament, he actually came equipped with a boom tube suit. And so when he went inactive for too long, he was boom tubed out of there, or so he thought. The Heart of Darkness said no, and trapped him in his own little side tournament, where he basically has to face projections of his own insecurities about his son's futures and how they may take on how they may take his legacy. The first issue focuses on the Dick Grayson world, and in this world, basically, Bruce talks about the different strengths of his various sons, because I guess his daughters don't matter here. That's sexist, Bruce, but whatever.
Yeah, what the hell, Bruce?
So he talks about the various strengths of his sons. With Dick, he talks about that Dick is a leader. Dick, unlike him, trusts people and is able to delegate and to lead teams and to actually kind of expand his network. And so the Heart of Darkness takes that and expands that to the nth degree. So in this world, this is a world where Bruce's body was failing him due to old age, and so he tried to dip himself into the Lazarus pit, which made him go crazy, and he murdered all of the other Robins. And so Dick takes over as Batman. But what Dick does is he actually uses the Wayne Foundation, all of the Batman resources to create Robin Incorporated, and he creates like a whole network of these cells of Robin teams, and he basically has Batman like defend people all around the world. And it seems really cool and really nice, but also you can tell something is off because this Dick Grayson is not Dick Grayson because he is more controlling. It more is a reflection of Bruce than of Dick because, you know, if Dick Grayson were to do this, it does sound like something Dick would do, but Dick would be more open and loving about it. This Dick is more militaristic and controlling, which is more like Bruce, which, to be fair, each of Bruce's sons also reflect a certain part of Bruce himself, which is, I think, what the Heart of Darkness, but Heart of Apocalypse is trying to project and show to Bruce during this little side arc. And so that was the Dick world. Pause. That was the Nightwing world. And the issue 2 is the Red Hood world. And in this one, basically, Gotham got nuked by Joker gas and toxin, killed Bruce, and the government basically pulled a no man's land again and cut Gotham off from the rest of the world, and Jason has now become isolated and the Batman of this like no man's land apocalypse world. And kind of the what Bruce kind of takes from Jason is that, you know, Jason is what he does obviously what Batman couldn't do and wouldn't do, but Jason also reflects Bruce's instinct to self-isolate, to cut people off, to protect them, and that's what Jason does. And that's the type of Batman Jason is. And in this one, like, Jason believes that this isn't actually Batman, this is Clayface who believes he's Batman. And since it's weird, I guess because Jason believed it so hard, Batman's like, alright, if that's how this world works, that's how this world works. So Batman turns into Clayface and starts fighting Jason. Gets kind of crazy. I love all the designs for their bat suits as well. They're really fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking drawn by Dan Mora and it looks amazing. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. Somewhat related, I actually discovered an entire season-wide dub of the Wayne Family Adventures comic by Lucky Derp Productions is the channel. I have it written down here.
Oh, cool. I think that's the one that I mentioned previously.
Yeah, you had mentioned it previously, and it showed like it's a whole compilation of them. Like the entire season is like a 1 hour, 2 hour, and then season 3 was like a 3 hour compilation of the three different seasons. And believe it or not, it gets pretty fucking serious. Like season 3 is an arc where the Joker comes back and Gotham descends into full chaos. It gets pretty crazy, dude.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
It gets intense.
I had only been seeing like one-offs, not the whole compilation.
It gets pretty intense. Like you know, by a certain point in season 3, both Steph and Cass take back the Batgirl mantle, so they're both Batgirl again.
Nice.
Because if you remember in the comic, when it starts, they're both orphan and spoiler respectively.
Yeah.
But yeah, they eventually take the Batgirl mantle back. Fucking Lady Shiva comes to help against the Joker, which is kind of nuts. We get to see some Gotham City Sirens action. A lot of really good character development happened within the family, and one of my favorite unexpected friendships within the family emerges that I wish I could see more of in real continuity, like main continuity, because I would have never expected this, but I kind of love it. Stephanie and Jason.
Huh.
They're both snarky assholes, and they fucking love each other. It's great. Jason is very protective of Steph.
Nice.
I love that. And also, she's the only one that he allows to like joke around with her. And like, you know, when he got into like a PTSD panic attack about the Joker, she helped calm him down and showed him cat videos.
Oh, that's actually really sweet.
Yeah, as someone who loves the dynamic of the Bat family and like is just really all about that. I mean, when we tried our hand at creating like our own DC fanfiction universe, that was like my main goal with the Bat family, was to kind of show that family dynamic and how it evolved into the future. Which, like, again, I just really like this. Wayne Family Adventures might be my favorite Batman story going on right now.
Yeah.
Like, besides Absolute Batman, which, by the way, real quick, Absolute Batman is batshit insane. Like, the most recent issue was the final showdown between Bane and Batman, and it was basically Akira.
Yeah, I heard that fight was insane.
He pumped Bane full of so much venom that Bane basically turned into fucking Tetsuo from Akira.
Oh god. And didn't Bane also like get an eye popped out of his skull?
He did
during
get,
that?
yeah. No, it's pretty fucking crazy. It's insane. Like, I'm not gonna talk about it too much. You've got to read it to experience it, but it is fucking balls to the wall crazy. We don't really have too much to report on last week in Guam. We do have set up for a pretty interesting arc that we'll be dealing with this coming tomorrow as our recording of this podcast, where at least Brian and I will be figuring out what happened to our previous characters.
And we will be going on a field trip to one of the most dangerous places
Yep.
in real world.
America's Dick,
Mm-hmm.
Florida.
Something did happen at Guam.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tony's character did have his fight with Shiloh. I'll go ahead and let Tony talk about that.
Yeah, so Colin was the first to challenge Shiloh the Gorgon, and his opening silo was just hucking a rock at her that did enough damage to crack concrete, just go through armor. So she let out the big guns and paralyzed my guy with hypnotism.
Yep.
Enough, I couldn't really do anything, and she swooped in for the kill, but I survived the bite. Lost the fight, but survived the bite. But because of that, I am cursed.
Yep. He now he's been cursed with heartbreak. So he has kind of he's like every man that's been through a terrible heartbreak in his life. He's going through the phase of, nah, I don't need love. I'm working on myself right now.
Yeah, but it's not permanent.
It's not permanent, but it is persistent.
But this curse is also a bit of a boon. I'm immune to things related to love magic.
Yep. At least while this curse is active, yes. Is there anything else? Oh, Marvel Cosmic Invasion came out. Been playing that a little bit. Really enjoying it.
I
It's
heard about that. It's like those old school side scrollers.
yeah, it's an old school side scroller beat 'em up, but it has a tag system, right? A la Marvel vs. Capcom. So you have two characters, which, you know, obviously if you're playing by yourself, you can switch between them at will, or you're playing with friends, you can, you know, you're one person chooses one person chooses another. So you can tag out to do various methods of traversal, like, you know, you have one ground character, one flying character, or you could tag them in to do a big fucking super move, which, like, you know, does a lot of damage and stuff. My personal favorite characters to use right now, I like Venom. Venom is fun. I tried She-Hulk a little bit. I have not unlocked T'Challa yet, but I'm curious to see how T'Challa plays. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
I definitely think if you enjoy beat 'em ups, it's worth buying, and it's only like $30, so like totally affordable in, you know, in our world of current day full price $70 games.
Yep.
Yep.
Also did a little bit more of, well, you know, new updates leading up to the Mega Dimension have come out. I did the Mewtwo side quests, which is pretty fucking lame, to be honest. No actual story. Like, we got some lore, sure, but like it didn't have the same amount of presentation as the Diancie one, where there was an actual quest. It was just go to the basement of the Lysander Cafe. Boom, there's Mewtwo.
Yep, and the mission just activates there, which was lame as hell.
Yeah, like, because I'm not saying I was expecting like a full story. Obviously, like, you know, we're building up to the Mega Dimension, which is the actual blunt of the story. This is all just side stuff. But with the Diancie one, we at least got, like, you know, we go to Emma. We have Mimi lock the fuck in, and Mimi just you know, guided us to Diancie, which Diancie was a motherfucker, man. You want to talk about not getting the ball? Diancie refused.
Yeah, Mewtwo was that for me.
I cheesed Mewtwo because I wasn't about to deal with that bullshit. I did my usual trick of, before I went on the mission, I changed it to nighttime and I used a dusk ball.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because a dusk ball has a at base 80% catch rate at night specifically, and, you know, if you can fucking change the day night cycle at will, why the fuck not abuse it?
Yeah.
You have a point.
But yeah, that was lame. I am really looking forward to the Mega Dimension DLC though. Mega Lucario Z looks pretty dope.
Yep.
Yep, and Z Megas work different from regular Megas, where they take a little bit from doesn't like drain the gauge faster, but
They were stronger.
and they use moves quicker
Yep.
than regular megas.
Yep. I'm wondering if we're gonna get a Charizard Z.
Well, if the leaks are looking to be true, and that it will be a no for that Charizard Z.
Which even as a Charizard stan, I'm glad, because Charizard has gotten a little too much wankage.
Yeah. Also,
I am excited for Absol though. Absols, some of those designs in the leaks, if those are true, that's gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah, and I wonder, like, along with all the other new megas, like what the what's gonna look like for like champions when it comes to abilities and such.
As a competitive player, that is also what I am curious about as well.
I initially thought, because I found a spreadsheet somewhere, I did a deep dive on the megas because they are coded with their abilities somewhere. I find it anymore.
I'm just curious to see if the abilities work the same way. Like, will Mega Kangaskhan be as oppressive as it used to be back in the day with Parental Bond? Because I mean, Parental Bond did get nerfed eventually, so it works differently now. But like, other shit, like, is Mawile gonna have huge power again, or things like that? And I'm also curious to see what the new Megas abilities are gonna be as well.
Yeah, I'm sure the megas are going to keep their abilities.
I hope that Greninja just keeps Protean, because like, it ain't broke. Don't fix it. Protean's fine. Leave it with Protean. But yeah. Other than that, comics, Adventure Time stuff, Fiona and Cake. I also checked out, because we watched it on Thanksgiving and my dad was like talking up a big game about it. I watched The Last Samurai Standing, which was that one we reacted to in Trailer Talk a couple episodes back, with like the Samurai Battle Royale. It was pretty fucking cool. I don't think it's something that like we would do a full podcast on, because it's just all action. Like, there is a story, but really the driving force are the fights. You know what I mean? Like, it's a cool watch, but like, there's no, it's not like a Shogun type thing where you have discussions about political interplay. Like, there is a little bit of that with like the different warlords and such, but like, it's not a full episode. It's not something I think we could get a full episode out of.
So it would be kind of like if we tried to cover like a John Wick movie.
Yeah. Like it's a thing that I think would make like a really good like kill count style video, but like
for a traditional review
and analysis, there is stuff there, but not
in a
that
similar
much.
vein to like why we don't do
anthologies and comedies.
Comedies it's just like part of the thing would be
explaining the jokes, and it makes it not funny.
And I think part of the like action would just be talking about the action.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, yeah, but like we're just talking about action, and it's like, okay, you're just saying what it is. That doesn't display how cool it is. And let's be honest, we can't really feature the footage because we'd get bonked by YouTube. So like, no real point there.
With anthologies, they are a gray area that we cover.
Yeah,
we sometimes cover.
Yeah, because stuff like Killer of Killers worked out fine, and like if an anthology is one of those anthologies that each season has like a specific theme, we could possibly do that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
and
like
the rundown narrative of a anthology typically bookends everything together.
So
most anthologies were.
Yeah, so like it all really depends.
But the anthology that we typically don't do though is the like episode anthology.
Like the Black Mirror type anthologies.
Or like Visions or Diabolical.
Visions we could have done. Just cause like those could have just been individual reviews, but we decided against it.
Or
Diabolical as well. Yeah.
Which by the way got quietly canceled.
Dang. Well, it is what it is. Was there anything else I wanted to address? When we said comedy, something blipped in my brain. It didn't have to do with comedy. I know what it was. Colin Looks Back came out with a new video.
Yes.
On Aladdin, and specifically Jafar.
Yep, his Disney villain retrospective.
Yeah.
The Renaissance era of Disney.
Which I was excited about. I love the Aladdin animated series. Some of my favorite rogues come from there, and I'm glad they got their just desserts. Love Colin's Disney villains retrospective. Thanks to Tony for putting that on my radar. That I always look forward to those videos.
Yep, and they are very well researched.
Oh, 100%.
And have like actual animators perspectives on the creations of these.
Yep. Like I know he did a full interview with Tad Stone, who was a big part of not only like Darkwing Duck and DuckTales, but also a lot of the Disney movie animated series adaptations.
Yeah.
Those are really cool. Those are really freaking cool.
The Aladdin one, which is very interesting, the evolution of Jafar, like from his initial concept to the end product, was
and even all the various versions. They even touch on Once Upon a Time, the clusterfuck that is.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Because
the remake of Aladdin.
I forgot that there was a live action remake before the Will Smith one until I watched that video, and I was like, oh yeah, that does exist.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was one that was made in like the early 2000s. Like that was a live action remake of Aladdin, and like Iago couldn't talk, and like he got turned into a giant bird at the end instead of Jafar turning into a giant snake.
No, that was the Aladdin remake.
No, yeah, that's still live action. That's still live action.
No, it wasn't the remake you're thinking of, because there was the only live action remake that happened, to my knowledge, was the one that was part of that big push for live action remakes.
I think that one was because that one was still a live action remake because it still followed the same plot, and they just added a couple different songs.
I don't think that Disney did that one, Jay. I don't think so.
Disney didn't do that one because they used the parrot Iago and everything. Are you sure that's not Disney? Because Colin mentioned that in the video.
Okay, let me help you with this.
Because I thought that was specifically a Disney adaptation of Aladdin. Huh.
That live action remake came out recently and gave Jafar a backstory and made him a sympathetic villain.
Oh, did that happen recently? I wasn't paying attention during that section. I thought that happened in like the early 2000s, like fresh after like Aladdin had come out.
That came out in the big live action remake boom. We talked about this, Jay.
No, because I thought the most recent live action remake was the Will Smith one.
Yeah, and it was the Will Smith one.
No, he wasn't talking about the Will Smith. He wasn't talking about the Will Smith one.
Talk about the Will Smith one. That was the whole section.
I don't remember Jafar having a backstory in the Will Smith one. Maybe I just don't remember the Will Smith remake.
That was the whole crux of the whole thing with Jafar. They made him they tried to make Jafar a pathetic villain from a backstory where his people, it was downtrodden. It was a mirror to Aladdin, and he wanted to have his home nation invade Agrabah or cause a war.
The one that I'm talking about that he had a section on was the one where he did have a sympathetic backstory, but he had a brother and he met Iago in the market.
That was from a book, there, Jay.
That was a book. That was a book. Okay. So that was just a I misheard kind of thing. Okay.
You misheard. Yeah. In the live action remake, instead of the giant cobra that Jafar transforms into in the movie, he just turned Iago into a rock.
Into the rock? Yeah, okay. Not Dwayne the Rock. Into the mythological bird Rock, not Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Just to be clear, people.
Now you remember?
I do remember now. I just don't remember much of the Aladdin live action remake, to be honest with you, aside from like Jasmine's really good song.
Well, that's why I was here to help you.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the remake, so I push a lot of that out of my mind.
I know, so that's why I was like, buddy, let me help you.
But yeah, long story short, the Colin's Aladdin video was really good. That was
did it? Sorry,
no, you're good.
Just real quick.
Go ahead.
Did he mention Aladdin 3477?
What's Aladdin 3477?
It is a new live-action adaptation of Aladdin that places it in the far future, a steampunk.
No, the only thing he talked about were a couple books, the live-action remake. He talked about because it was not focused on Aladdin, it was focused on Jafar. He talked about Jafar in both Once Upon a Time and in Wonderland because they are two separate characters there.
Yep.
Well, this one is like a passion, like fan-made property thing.
Oh yeah, he only addresses official works, which is why he didn't talk about Twisted, the Team Star Kid musical.
Okay.
Yeah, he only addressed official Disney works.
And speaking of Twisted, he also has been mentioning Twisted Wonderland more. That
Yep.
That the anime gacha game where they just
Yeah.
husband.
It's an otome game for female Disney adults or gay Disney adults.
That they're now
Disney
turning
adults that
into
are attracted to men. Let's say that.
Anime. Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently there's only like one chick in there, and that's like the sister that's connected to the Jafar character.
Yes,
like
it is like one of like a handful of female characters.
Yep.
All men, nothing but men.
Yep. It's like the reverse problem of the Fate franchise, where
Oops, all
where the husbandos don't get that much love in Fate, but Twisted Wonderland, it's all husbando all the time.
Yep, and they are all relatively sad boys.
They are all sad boys. This is a game made for fucking the people of the Tumblr era. These are all fucking Disney Tumblr OCs if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
Speaking about like Disney Tumblr OCs, did he talk about a Descendants?
Oh yeah, Descendants was mentioned. Yeah, Descendants was mentioned because Jay is the son of Jafar, and this was a Jafar episode. Yeah, Descendants was mentioned.
Yeah, and played by the
Boo Boo
late
Stewart.
Cameron Boyce.
No, Cameron Boyce was the son of Corel DeVille.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Boo Boo Stewart played the son of Jafar. Yeah. Cameron.
That's right. I got the two mixed up. My bad.
No, you're cool. I have a 13-year-old niece, so I've seen all the Descendants movies.
And you just recently watched his video about it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I also have a 13-year-old niece who made me watch all the Descendants movies, so I know all that stuff.
You ever watch the fourth one?
I did not. I only watched the first three. I didn't even know a fourth one existed.
Oh yeah.
What is that? Oh, is that the Wonderland one? I did see that one with the time travel, right? Is that the time travel one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see that.
And
Never
apparently
mind.
there's a fifth one in the works, but it's pissing people off.
Oh no.
Because rumor has it that in this universe, Rapunzel and Flynn Rider have split up,
Oh no!
and that he's
How?
with another woman.
What?
You.
No! Ew! I don't like it.
So it's pissing people off.
I'm with the people. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for those people, I'm like, yo,
Eugene wouldn't.
him?
Eugene wouldn't do that. Why y'all doing
Eugene.
Why you doing my man Eugene dirty?
Because they don't like love, Jay. Okay, they don't like love. They're jaded.
Leave
awful sad people.
Leave Eugene alone, you guys. He's
The
earned
only
his
one that I would
happiness.
have liked if they split them up
If
is
it was amicable.
Well, also, if they had done if it was so they could do a Disney-fied version of the Parent Trap.
But also, them splitting up kind of flies in the face of the purpose of the whole movie. What
Yeah.
happened to true love? You can't divorce true love.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, just look at Once Upon a Time. Divorce, true love.
It's pain and suffering all the damn time for these people.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Listen, man.
Yeah, the Descendants world is
Do not
really messed up.
Don't listen. Don't be Joe Quesada. Don't project your own heartbreak over divorce into your overall positive world. Peter Parker does not need to be divorced just because you got divorced, Joe.
Was that the whole reason?
Yes, it was. He doesn't say it out loud. But if you read the interviews and pay attention to his blog posts from back in those days, that's my personal theory.
So he's just acting like a bitter, sad man.
So okay, the way I see it, right? And again, I'm not saying this is law or actual word from Quesada. This is all my personal headcanon and personal theory. Put a big old allegedly behind all this. Not putting this on Joe, but my personal theory is that Joe saw a lot of Pete in himself, and he projected a lot of, just like a lot of us as comic fans, because Pete is such an everman. We project Pete onto ourselves, and so since Joe was going through all that at the time, he was like, well, to make it feel more relatable, I'm gonna split them up, and then so we got what we got, and the rest is history.
Hey, I vibe with you on that headcanon, and I think something crazier.
I also have a personal headcanon about Dan DiDio, if we're talking about like big two bigwigs. I think because Dan DiDio was a child when Dick Grayson came of age, he wants to get rid of Dick Grayson wanted to get rid of Dick Grayson so badly because Dick Grayson made him feel old.
And he's also now putting that just anti-legacy pressure on poor Wally. That poor bastard.
Yeah, because Dick Grayson and Wally were from the same generation, he suffers from the same problem. Wally also makes him feel old, which is why he was like, yeah, let's bring Barry back and just give Barry all of Wally's cool stuff. Which, you know, I was never on board for.
I don't like feeling old.
But, you know, Dan DiDio doesn't work for DC anymore, so we don't really have to worry about that. Quesada isn't in charge anymore also, but, you know, unlike with the Dio stuff where DC has rolled up most of that back and everything is kind of stable and nice right now, Marvel is not letting go. Not letting go of Pete. They're letting Pete... You know, to quote Sabrina Carpenter, he's you know, a bit of a man-child.
Yeah, and he's just like cry-ass baby all the damn time, man.
He is a whiny crybaby, for sure. But yeah, that is pretty much my screen time. It's mostly been just those video essays, those Adventure Time philosophy videos, Fiona and Cake. And I've been watching a lot of, shout out to the boy, Wolfie VGC. I've been watching a lot of his tournament videos where he, like, enters into these, like, competitive Pokemon tournaments with these weird, unorthodox teams where he tries to make his favorite dumb Pokemon work. Like, apparently he really loves Executor.
Oh, is it Alolan?
Cantonian Executor, specifically.
Okay.
He does he does like Alolan Executor, but Cantonian Executor is his favorite Pokemon.
Okay.
And also he has the funniest thing is he has a love-hate relationship with Incineroar.
I mean, makes sense.
He hates Incineroar because it's so broken and it always gets buffs in every fucking meta, but he also has to use Incineroar because Incineroar is just too good not to use.
It's like, what?
It's
Why
like
are you so
it's like to use a Yu-Gi-Oh analogy. It's like having Ash Blossom in your deck. You don't like Ash Blossom, but you gotta have it because you know other people will have Ash Blossom. Like, I hate hand traps. I really do. But, like, I gotta run hand traps in my deck. Otherwise, people won't let me play the game.
Or other strategies that actually let you give you the common courtesy to actually...
Also, last thing, I won't go too deep into it because it's just, you know, again, nerdy hyperfixations. But the Odeon support, the Odeon archetype came out in Master Duel a couple weeks, I think this week as of recording the podcast, and I've been testing that motherfucker out, and it's actually really fun. You get a lot of cool interruptions with this shit. It's a really cool control deck. I didn't think this would work as well as it did. It kind of is a little anti-synergistic depending, but I've also splashed it with a little bit of Gravekeeper, and I was like, oh, this could be something here. Because they have a little bit of thematic synergy, so I tried it out. But I'm like, okay, this isn't exactly what I wanted. I might try mixing it with the Ishizu cards and see how that plays out. Because I more so with my like deck cooking, I like a lot of like thematic synergy as opposed to strategy synergy. I mean, obviously I can build optimally. I know how to build competitively. I've done it before. I've played competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, but sometimes I just like to build decks because they look cool together thematically. I'm gonna try building one mixed with the Ishizu cards and see how that goes. But pure Odeon is pretty fucking solid.
Yeah, because Odeon himself was the GOAT during Duel Monsters.
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, I found this website where you could like do kind of like a draft system, kind of like how Magic, Hearthstone, and other card games do like a draft pool. And you could do like a draft for like Master Duel. And I was thinking of like, you know, inviting some friends who play Yu-Gi-Oh still, maybe do some draft duel, but like in like GOAT format, so we play like with old school like early 2000s cards like back when we were kids, so we don't have to deal with a bunch of dumb combo bullshit.
Okay.
It's all
cool.
just
set GOAT format.
The only thing in GOAT format you have to deal with is Chaos Turbo, which, you know, Chaos is the most broken strategy in GOAT format because, you know, you got shit like BLM running amok.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, other than that, there's no, like, big, complete shutdown monster. So, like, it's a pretty fair playing field all around in GOAT format. That's why I've been enjoying doing GOAT format duels. I might try to gather a table of the boys again. We might do some draft duels.
Okay.
Just for fun. Look, I tend to do this if you guys are unaware. Like, I always try to fucking pull my friends back into Yu-Gi-Oh every 6 to 8 months or so. Me and Tony never leaves. I can always count on Tony. but like, Brian, David, a couple of our other friends who like play Yu-Gi-Oh on occasion. Brian, David, Mel, who just kind of hover on the outside and may play sometimes, but have gotten tired of it because they're tired of combo heavy bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Or
Although
or me over flexing style points on them.
Yeah. Or me just being just a crafty little bastard.
But yeah,
Tony is really good at making meme decks work. I gotta tip my hat to Tony for that one. He's very good at making meme decks work. The fucking sushi, the fucking ships are annoying as shit. I've only played against your Hungry Burger once.
I haven't actually built a complete Hungry Burger deck in Master Duel because I need to work on that. And a lot of the cards in that particular archetype are relatively expensive.
Oh yeah, no, I feel that. That's the thing about Master Duel. Master Duel is kind of grindy. Like that's why I usually wait a few months to come back, so the rank is low enough where I can just beat a bunch of noobs, collect gems, and then spend gems. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because like if I get bumped all the way down to bunny rank, my like relatively low power decks in the high ranks are like god tier to everybody else. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Normally Dark Magician kind of sucks, but like in fucking bronze rank, Dark Magician is unstoppable.
Yeah, because beating up the bunnies and wasp people.
Yep. They've never seen a Red Eyes Dark Dracoon before. They don't know what to do. Primite? What the fuck is a Primite?
It's like, the hell is this?
Yeah, but yeah,
no,
that's all I've been doing. And then just keeping up with anime and stuff. May I ask for one more thing, which I'm sure we'll all talk about and stuff like that. So I won't like go too long about it. Yeah. So that's it for me. Brian, what about you?
I hadn't watched the latest of that.
Okay, so I won't talk about it.
It's because I've been catching up on a different one. I've talked about it before.
The Kamen Rider one, right?
Yeah, Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. The last two episodes, I watched the last two currently that are dubbed, and they're really good. One of them, the two obsessed brothers, you get to meet their actually not insane sister.
I gotta catch up on that. I've been hearing good things about it. I need to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
It's really weird, but really good.
It sounds like a show that's up my alley.
It is.
Yeah, no. David's been talking it up to me, and it has that nice unhinged energy that I like about with comedy shows.
In the latest episode, it's just basically focused on one of the antagonists, and we get his backstory, and he's just as insane and weird as the rest of the crew.
Did he want to join Shocker?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, it makes sense, given the logic.
But it's because of his backstory.
Anytime I hear Shocker, I think of that clip from the Spider-Man animated series. Shocker! I'll chase you to the end of the earth!
Yeah.
Yo, black suit, 90s black suit Spider-Man.
Unhinged.
Fucking...
But yeah,
nuts.
He has a tragic backstory that they get into and explains why he emulates Shocker and wants to be one.
If you want to be a part of a giant criminal organization that creates cyborg bugmen, go off, I guess.
Yeah.
An organization connected to a certain group that we don't want people to associate with ever.
Yep.
Because that was a thing that happened.
Yeah. Also, there is stuff that makes it more confirmed that what's in Kamen Rider might be more real than people think.
Oh shit.
Yeah, at least in this world. But it's still funny though, because even when we get these epic fight scenes, our main character is just some dude some jack dude in his 40s just wearing one of those plastic child Kamen Rider masks, so it doesn't even fit his face right. It's one of the ones that have that really annoying plastic string on the back.
Oh, the string.
Hurts.
Yep.
It's one of those masks.
Like a festival mask.
Yeah. That's when he first picks it up. It's at a festival.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, it's really cool. I'm really liking it. Like Jay said, there was no Critical Role Campaign 4, but that didn't stop me. I continued my re-listen of Campaign 2, which is getting real good. We've done with the pirate arc, and now we're getting into, I guess, what I would call the knot arc.
Also, No, go ahead, Brian. Finish your thing. Finish your thing.
I said where we delve into her backstory.
Also, I found out some stuff about Brian recently, listeners. So I found out there's a gap in Brian's nerd knowledge.
That's coming.
I was gonna lead up to that. My bad.
Well, see, the thing is one other Critical Role thing. Before we get to that, is I watched the latest episode of Mighty Nine, and boy, this is such a slow burn, but it is a lot, like, I don't want to say better, but it's like...
It's more structured.
Whereas Vox Machina was more like happy, fun time, fuck around fantasy with some darkness to it. This is more along the lines of, say,
like
a
Game of Thrones. Yeah, where it's more mature, more dark medieval fantasy.
Yeah, where we're in episode 5 and the team still is having growing pains and like haven't gotten along well together yet. And in this one, we get into Caleb's backstory, which if you know Mighty Nine and you know Caleb's backstory, somehow they made it even worse and more tragic.
Oh, shit.
Tony, I just PM'd you one element of it, because I know you don't mind spoilers.
Yeah, because I will get to watching Mighty Nine myself here in a bit, but I'm also focused on other things.
I know, but I was just letting you know, because that one I feel like if you know
Caleb's backstory.
Oh,
I'm
no.
curious if they changed it.
Well, that's one element. Because that's one that I feel like you need to warn people about if they know the campaign but don't know the show. But it gets dark, but it's still really good. And like Vox, they are even though they're changing so much, they are still like incorporating like word for word speeches. Like the not parent speech is the best way I can say that without spoiling. They included that one in the actual show. And then also one other thing that they are incorporating that I like is that they also did with Vox is if you watch Vox Machina, like I know you're not up to date, Jay, but you've at least watched most of it.
Yeah, I've watched.
You know that that Keyleth freezes a lot in battle, and also in the very beginning didn't completely understand her spells and such, and was doing like wrong spells at the wrong time, like call lightning on a blue dragon. In the first episode.
Yep.
Well, that is because Marisha
was learning D&D at the time.
D&D.
I remember.
And then also the reason why she would freeze up, Keyleth would freeze up in battle a lot, was because Marisha kept rolling shit initiative. And she kept always having to go last because she just couldn't roll for shit. Well, when they did campaign 2, at least in the beginning, there was a different person who kept rolling for shit, and that was Travis. And they've somewhat incorporated that into the show, to the fact where I can mention this because I don't think that they're going to be adapting it. Also, it's not like plot relevant or anything. At one point in the campaign, they do like a proverbial dick measuring contest where a couple of the characters try to see it, like how many push-ups they can do. So Matt said, all right, okay, for shits and giggles, roll an athletics check to see how well you do with the push-ups. Travis rolls a nat 1.
Oof.
He does one. He does. I think Matt said that he does 2, but then injures himself.
Oh, so he pulls a Ritsuko.
Doing a push-up.
He pulls a Ritsuko.
Yes, but there is one key element where they show it in I think it's episode 3. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far, and they are also handling Molly really well, which I was worried about that, and how they would handle him, because for those that don't know, Molly is a homebrew class that I think Matt made specifically for Taliesin.
Yeah, the Blood Hunter.
Yep. So to see that like animated and everything, and then also to see people's reaction to it, because people who don't know the campaign and even just know D&D are like, what the class is he? And they have to be told in the comments and everything, and it's really fun to see. Part of the reason why I don't have much to go around is because I've been watching like reactions to that, and also continuing from recently, I've been continuing to more has-been stuff. Finally watched Danny Mata's videos on it.
Oh, I love those.
And also, I think I've finally figured out like what my two favorite songs are.
Okay.
Gravity, obviously, and Piss, a love story.
Piss, a love song. That's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. Piss, a love song is pretty solid. I'm still sticking. Yeah. I'm still sticking with probably sticking with Easy and Losing Streak for me.
Those are really good songs too. But yeah. Anyway, what Jay was alluding to earlier was
my bad. I was just gonna say real quick to piggyback off of the stuff what you said earlier when we were talking about songs. In case you missed it, by the time you're hearing this video or by the time you're hearing this podcast, we'll have put out our own full-on video. It's about an hour or so long, where we actually go and make a tier list ranking our favorite has-been hotel songs. So go check that out.
Indeed, go do it.
But yeah,
now.
My bad, Brian. Just wanted to plug that because I forgot to mention it before.
Yeah. So we were discussing off camera like possible news stuff and just a big rumor that had hit DC Comic involving Scarlett Johansson and a very popular Batman story. And it was then that I had revealed to Jay that I had never actually seen said story. And it blew his mind. So he was like, I'm giving you homework for the podcast. And unlike with some of the other stuff where I've said that I'd do it and I didn't do it, I have actually watched. And this was Mask of the Phantasm.
Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah, sorry. Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Yeah, it's worth the hype.
Yeah, that's why I tried not to talk about it too much, which is why when we were discussing it, I was like, yeah, no, don't view it as because Brian's whole thing was, well, I already know who it is, so I felt like watching it, I wouldn't really be as like invested because I already know the mystery. And I was like, well, I've never really seen it as a mystery because it's pretty obvious once you watch the movie who Phantasm is. I always saw it as an animated year one, for at least for the Timverse. Obviously, there is an actual animated adaptation of Batman Year One. Go watch it; it's pretty good. But this is the Timverse Year One, and I think personally, at least for me, and I'll let Brian, give his thoughts. Obviously, this is his screen time, but for me, Mask of the Phantasm is probably the greatest Batman origin story outside of comic books. Like, if we're talking just animated Batman origin stories, this is the best one.
Yeah. Well, it is an origin story and it isn't at the same time.
So I don't mean origin as in like how he became Batman, but this is like when I say origin, it's kind of a blanket for early years. Rookie Batman.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
that's what I mean by origin, just to clarify for people. I don't mean like a Batman Begins type thing.
Yeah, it's not all like origins, because this has flashbacks to his, and it's like a dual story where we get to see the flashbacks of him, but the main timeline is in modern time. Well, I think it's still early-ish, but anyway, it's really good overall, and I could totally see this being in the Reeve-verse, which is really funny because the councilman who like has a real hate boner for Batman during this movie, his last name is Reeves.
Yep.
Which is funny. And also I heard someone talk about it, like to do it in the Reverse. And one of the other things that has going for it is they clearly want to include Joker. Like they have the Barry Keoghan one, which you hear at one point.
You hear him laughing. Yeah. You hear him laughing at Arkham.
Well, you also hear him talking to Riddler.
Yeah.
And then you actually get to see him in a deleted scene. And including him in this would be a good way for them to include Joker without having Joker be the like main focal point.
Yeah, because this was back when he was just a mob goon.
Yeah, well, kinda, but yeah. He's just basically used mostly as a hitman, kinda.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could really see that. Also, with the way that Batman is with Gordon right now, I could see it where, like in this story, where Gordon is the only like defender of Batman. Also, we could get to see the Reeves version of Harvey Bullock, which we hadn't seen yet.
And I think that this takes place at a good point in the timeline, like for the Reeves verse as well, to fit, because like, as Brian mentioned, in terms of the Timverse, it happened like, it shows this is more like flashbacks to Phantasm's time, and the main plot happens in quote unquote modern day. the point in the timeline where it takes place is right before the death of the Graysons. So
Yeah.
it could be a good setup to lead into like a third movie with a Robin, right?
Yeah, and also if they wanted to, I know he's not in the movie, but they could incorporate, just to like tease it, D.A. Harvey Dent. Because in some versions, he's involved in the death of the Graysons story.
So he's not ever involved in the death of the Graysons. He just kind of becomes a Dick Grayson villain because for some reason Harvey targets Dick Grayson Robin a lot. He's never been involved in the Tony Zuko storyline. He's involved so much to the point where like Harvey as a attorney like helped to investigate the death of the Graysons, but he was never involved in the death of the Graysons story as Two-Face. He was still Harvey when Dick's parents died.
Yeah.
That's why like Dick is the only Robin to have like actual memories of working alongside Harvey as Harvey. The other Robins only know Two-Face.
Yeah, that makes sense now. But yeah, also this would be a good thing for like the Reeves-verse in the fact that at the end of the first movie, like some of the people were starting to like trust Batman, but there still is that like
undercurrent
fear and mistrust out there with some people. Yeah, so
and also the power vacuum created by the downfall of the Falcone family they could play that in the same way with how like which family was involved in Fantastic? Was it the Maronis? It was the Maronis, right? I don't remember. I don't remember what because I know Joker worked for. I know Joker as the hitman worked for one of the big mob families.
The mob families that were involved were the Beaumonts, the Valestra, I think the Bronsky. Yeah. So
you know what they also could do? They could switch up the mob families and have it be like the ones vying for Falcone's power now, instead of like because obviously we know Penguin is canon to the Reeves-verse, right? So obviously Oz is going to be making his play, right? And we know Oz does become a power player, but maybe the families involved in this power struggle could be like the Beaumonts and the Bertinellis.
Yeah,
I think that could be cool.
Yeah, it could.
And like sure. making Helena Bertinelli a friend of Andrea Beaumont also sounds like a cool idea.
It'd be interesting for sure.
Huntress is a very underrated Bat character that a lot of people forget about. Like I would like to see her get some shine.
Apparently, from what I've heard, they are currently working on a Huntress movie by a Korean director.
Huntress. See, I think Huntress would work better as a Penguin-style miniseries.
Yeah.
Well, dude, whatever they do, it's
the
than...
Arrowverse sucked, Brian. We don't even. I don't even need to let you finish that sentence. Don't even try. Don't even try to put that in the same ballpark. I'm not even gonna let you finish. I'm not even gonna pull a Kanye. You're not gonna finish. No, I refuse.
Yeah, that shit was just.
Which is crazy because that actress I think could have did a great job, but like,
yeah.
Man, what a wasted opportunity.
They just did it as like what Ollie would be like if he actually killed and was sexy.
They were well,
I mean,
they were really just trying to make, for the first 2 seasons, Ollie was just Batman.
And for some reason they tried to make Huntress
his Catwoman.
Like his Catwoman.
Yeah, but murderous.
Yes.
So kind of his Talia al Ghul, but later on Talia al Ghul shows up.
Yes.
It's weird.
But she's not she's not with Ollie.
Yeah.
I think at one point she gets with Prometheus.
Yeah, it's weird. The Arrowverse is weird. Also,
yes.
to bring it back to the ScarJo thing, I said it in our conversation, and I'll say it, out loud for recording posterity. Like, let Scarlett Johansson be Andrea Beaumont or somebody interesting, Vesper Fairchild, somebody cool. If she is Talia al Ghul, I will be so fucking angry. That's because that's one of the castings I've seen going around. Like, I swear to God, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Now, to be fair, I think the ones that are saying Talia are just doing it for the meaning.
I know those are. I know they're troll comments because of Ghost in the Shell, but Hollywood executives don't know the difference.
Also, I do wonder if they might bring her in for Poison Ivy.
She'd be a good Poison Ivy. I would be down for that. I'd be down for that. But also Reeves is more hesitant about like the more fantastical villains, it seems like.
Which that's why I think that Phantasm would work, because Phantasm
it's very grounded. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It would be a good transition because I just watched it, so I know this for sure. They never confirm like why she's able to disappear and shit.
Oh, I thought they did show that she had like some kind of technology. Oh, I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm gonna trust you on that one.
As far as I know, they never confirmed it.
Oh, I always thought it was some kind of gadget. Because I remember in the Batman Beyond episode where she like when she was hired by Waller to do to Batman Terry, she definitely was using gadgets there. But it could be just because she got old.
She does use gadgets, like when Joker like hits her claw and it starts sparking, she takes it off. But like the disappearing and stuff, they never really confirmed that.
Interesting.
Like the last we see her is in the park when it's about to explode, and she grabs Joker and just seemingly disappears into smoke. And then the whole entire big theme park explodes, and then we see her. Well, spoiler alert: we see her on the ship at the end. Yeah. So it's like, how the fuck did she get away? And did Joker get away? I mean, it's Joker, so probably.
We all know the Christmas song.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that Christmas song, Brian.
But the only other thing is, I have been getting kind of back into an old obsession of mine, but there's not really any plot involved with it, so can't really go into detail. But Peggle Blast. I used to be big into Peggle back in the day.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, you know Peggle. The like Pachinko-esque game where you shoot down balls to get pegs. Boss.
I was gonna say, I'm trying to think. I'm Googling it now. Okay, maybe I have seen this before.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Tony, what about you? What rabbit holes would you like to highlight that you have been getting into over the past week or so?
Well, let us on a whim, I decided, just for the sheer funsies of it, to watch Mulan, the animated, the classic.
Nice.
All right.
And it's still as great as I remember it. And I've also been going down this rabbit hole from a VTuber called Marshy, which is like a Harlequin rabbit.
Oh, I've been watching some of her videos too recently.
Yeah, I've watched like a lot of compilations of her just doing like reactions to Karen and cop videos.
You know what VTuber that's been popping up in my recommended for short? If you guys have ever heard of a VTuber called Kumi, Kumi's been showing up in my.
No.
She's got like horns, like not like devil horns. They look almost like. Not like goat, but like she has brown hair. She has like heterochromia. I'll find a short and send it to you. I found her really funny. Apparently, so you know how all VTubers and a lot of like in entertainment they have their fan bases to give themselves names, right? Like. Like with Cotton, they're the Fluffers and stuff like that. You know what Kumis is? They gave this to themselves. They are the Coomers.
Oh God, you silly bastards.
They are in fact the Coomers. And apparently Kumi's mom discovered Kumi via TikTok. And was like, is this you? And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, I know my daughter's voice. And so now her mom watches every stream and she proudly declares herself a Coomer.
Lovely. Good for her.
And chat loves Kumi's mom. Apparently Kumi's mom really wants her own model now. I don't think Kumi's mom understands how expensive this shit is.
Yeah, I watched some of Marshy's stuff recently. Which isn't she a nurse IRL?
I'm not sure, but all I know is that part of her nationality, because she mentions it, she's Vietnamese.
I watched her react to the Fire Department Chronicles type stuff. The bald guy that's in the fire department that talks about like all the weird shit that he sees.
Yep.
And I won't do anything of that sort, but
she references like medical stuff, so she works in the medical field, but just I don't think she's been specific.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. All I know is that she has a bingo card for like video. Like one of the most entertaining ones that I saw was like one that she did on like absurd police chases.
Huh.
Where like the first one was this old timer on a fucking lawnmower.
Oh shit.
And he was going. He was outrunning the cops on this lawnmower. It's one of those sitting lawnmowers.
Yeah, riding mower.
Yeah, one of the fancier ones. And he was going. And when they finally caught him, he was giving them shit.
Nice.
And within that same video, some dumbass decided like in a different story, but in the same compilation reaction video, because she tries to get bingos for a lot of these compilations that actually has little bingo cards for them. The second video is a guy that stole a golf cart and got so scared he shat himself a little.
Oh damn.
And they were laughing at this clown all the way from capturing his ass to just sure everything comes.
You know it's bad when the police are laughing at you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the crazy one is from my upstairs neighbor in Washington, where a police chase happened with inebriated individuals, where the police was following one car, and then one car came in to assist. Turns out it was just a little brother looking out for his big brother, because big brother has a kid and doesn't want the kid separated from her dad. And I'm like, my guys, driving on the road while intoxicated is not the best way to go about this. You stupid. Other than that, I did catch up on Kamen Rider Z, and we are now fully introduced to Nox Knight, which is the pseudo writer of Nox, the antagonist for this first part of the series, where he was once a officer of the police department on the paranormal investigations, and he knows the organization that Baku works for now. So he was aware of it, and that's one of the secrets. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Okay, cool. So now we can jump to Trailer Talk. Trailer Talk is, of course, a segment of the podcast where our boy Brian here has gathered together six brand new trailers, at least as of the recording of this podcast. And we have it linked down below for you guys to check out in the description. So you can take this time, pause this here video, check out that playlist, watch the trailers for yourself, and after you unpause it, and of course, do all the usual YouTube things, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, make sure if you're on mobile. I have not seen it actually on desktop version. I've checked. I was wrong. It is not. I don't think it is on desktop version. But if you're watching this via mobile, hit that hype button because it does actually really help put us into the algorithm and stuff, get our videos out there. So do that shit. And once you come back, we will, thanks to the magic of editing, have already watched and reacted to those trailers off camera, and we'll give you our rapid fire thoughts on those trailers. So until then, please enjoy this word from our non-existent sponsor. And we're back. It's a bunch of weird fucking trailers. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of weird fucking trailers.
A lot of intense ones.
Let's go ahead and start with the most intense, I feel like. Mother Mary. I don't know what the fuck happened in this.
All I know is
I kind of, it's made by the same guy who made Green Knight, which I liked Green Knight, but I at least could follow what the fuck was happening in the Green Knight. I could not follow what the fuck was happening in Mother Mary.
All right, give me one second.
All I know is famous singer lady goes to like her dressmaker
Designer who hates her apparently, and there's some weird not culty, but occult shit going on.
There may or may not be the summoning of demons.
And some kind of weird blood sacrifice ritual. This is all just random bullshit we saw in the trailer. Like, this is all shots in the dark here. We're stalling for Brian to actually put up the plot, but...
Yeah, it is very bullshit go.
Okay, that is the wrong... Wait, what?
What?
Apparently there's a movie that came out this year called Mother Mary.
Maybe type in Mother Mary and Hath.
Yeah, just... gotta help Google along. It's like Grandpa.
And no, I don't want Mother Jennifer.
That's actually pretty good. The Jennifer Lawrence. I think it's Javier Bardem. Is it Javier Bardem?
I think so. But I got it now. Long buried wounds rise to the surface when iconic pop star Mother Mary reunites with her estranged best friend and former costume designer on the eve of her comeback performance. So
That tells us jack shit.
That was the IMDb. The Wikipedia says follows the psychosexual affair between pop star Mary and fashion designer Sam
Psychosexual.
after the former's need for a dress for a new tour draws them back together.
Okay, that definitely makes some sense about more of the bullshit that we saw in the trailer. But yeah, I don't know.
It did seem very horny. It did seem very horny.
It feels too artsy for me, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I'm just too stupid to get it. I don't know. This one.
Maybe.
I don't think it's a matter of intelligence. It's more like if we saw the film, we would understand it better. But just from the trailer alone, we were
Yeah,
like,
Archie trailers never do a good job at actually selling the movie.
yeah.
Well, because they didn't even show like some of the cast.
Because like if you've ever watched like trailers for other artsy like psychological horror movies that have come out within recent years, those trailers all suck at telling the actual premise too. Like The Substance, for example.
Oh yeah.
Things like
But,
that.
But not only does not only does FKA Twigs provide music for this, she's also in it.
Yeah, we saw her in the trailer. Yep.
So is Claire, the older sister from Fleabag,
Yeah. Charlie XCX is also in it. We saw her in the trailer as well.
and Hunter Schafer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that cast. I do still want to see it, but I don't know what the fuck I'm going to go see.
No, that's the thing, right? Like, that's what we were saying. Like, I think Tony put it correctly. Like, it looks like a good film. The trailer just does not tell us what the fuck is going on. We'd probably get it more if we actually saw the movie. But like this trailer did not really, do its job.
And that's kind of the critique for a lot of like directors that try to be fancy with just like making trailers. Like those who make trailers, they want to make things eye-catching, but
like
at the expense of making sure that things are coherent enough.
I don't even think it's an eye-catching problem. I think it's because especially a lot of these like psychological horror movies have a lot of deeper metaphorical meanings. They try to go metaphorical in their presentation instead of being more straightforward, so people can actually understand what the fuck they're looking at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they focus too much on presenting the metaphor as opposed to presenting the plot, which is what trailers are supposed to do.
In a similar vein of a trailer that didn't give you too much away, but it adversely, like, actually made me more excited for it, and I think did a good job as a trailer, was Iron Lung.
Yeah.
Because we don't know too much about it at all, but
it did a good job of selling the vibe, right? Like Mother Mary did not sell the vibe. We got like a bit of sexual tension and that was it. But Iron Lung definitely gives kind of the sense of claustrophobia, the isolation.
maybe this is humanity's last hope type thing.
And maybe I'm going easier on it because I like Mark, but
Yeah.
who knows?
And also, one other thing that you got to keep in mind about Iron is Mark isn't just starring in it.
He's also directing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Which
So
good on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am excited for that movie. I don't know shit about the video game.
Although I still kind of find it funny because, like, shout out to friend of the show. Apparently, to put this in like an in-joke related like analogy, apparently Markiplier is to our buddy Trash what Adam Richmond used to be to Tony.
Yeah.
Apparently Markiplier is Trash's like arch enemy. He's like, I don't like him. I don't know why. I just don't like him. I'm like, okay.
Like for Trash,
I mean,
it's on.
do you?
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But we're excited for Iron Lung.
Oh yeah, for sure. The Great Flood, I think, was next, right?
Yeah.
That just looks intense. Like I said, Brian, can you Google it? Well, can you tell me what the name of that Tom Holland movie with Ewan McGregor is? But it reminds me a lot of that. It has similar plot beat. I know James Cameron is gonna go see that movie.
It was The Impossible.
The Impossible. Thank you.
And it was about the flood in Thailand.
Thailand. I knew it was in Asia. I knew it happened in Asia.
And Naomi Watts was the mom.
Yep. But it's about a massive flood happening and a mother being separated from her child and desperately trying to find her son. And for some reason, soldiers are shooting at her. Don't know what's going on there. But
Let's see if a plot synopsis helps.
It looks like the lead up to like a post-apocalyptic setting. Like me and Brian joked at the end, like, oh my god, is this a Waterworld prequel? Are we gonna see Kevin Costner? We're not, because this is a Korean movie, but who knows? Maybe Kevin Costner's in this random Korean film.
Alright, so a great flood engulfs the world in the midst of a massive catastrophe. Water rises inside an apartment building with no hope in sight. One person fights desperately to save a child.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think for sure it is a mother and son, because like in the trailer, like the kid kept saying "mama," you know.
Yeah, and the Netflix synopsis, which I won't read because I'm reading too many here, says that she's a researcher. So
okay, so maybe she was one of the people that predicted this flood, and it's like a kind of like a L's situation, you know. Planet is in crisis, must save child, to use a comic book analogy. Yeah, it looks interesting
because that shot at the end.
Yeah, like I said, it looks like the setup for a fucking post-apocalypse.
Yeah, indeed. Also, the lead dude in the film is the shitty best friend from Squid Games.
The fucking asshole who, spoilers, betrayed main guy. Damn, good actor, but fuck that character.
This movie looks interesting, and also, I tell you, honestly, one of the things that excites me the most about this movie, it's gonna sound weird, is that it is a movie.
Yeah, it's not a TV show
that like tries to draw out
to drag it out. Yeah, to drag out the disaster. I think that'll help. You know what it reminds me of, even though it's like nowhere near close in premise, but like in vibe and how it's shot, it reminds me of Train to Busan.
I hate to say it, I have not seen.
You've never seen Train to Busan?
No.
What? That's Brian, man, you're missing out on a lot of good shit.
Dude, when I first came to this friend group, how much stuff was missing from my...
Brian, you were in the friend group when Train to Busan came out.
I know, but I never watched it.
Like, you act like Train to Busan came out 20 years ago. Now, it's been over 10 years now. But we've known each other for more than 10 years.
Yeah, I just still haven't seen it.
That's crazy, Brian.
Dang, Brian.
It came out in 2016.
Yeah, so it's about 10 years.
9 years.
Yeah, about 10 years now. But yeah, that's crazy, Brian. I'm not going to give you homework on that one, because I don't know if it's still on Netflix or anything. But like, Train to Busan is really good.
Oh, I've heard nothing but good things. But I just never got around to watching it.
Understandable. Anyways, moving on, I guess. So
moving on
do we talk about Thousand Blows now? We're talking about Thousand Blows? Oh.
I think now we continue the trend of like going dark places for your kid. Runaway.
Yeah. So this one looks intense. This one, like, just from what I saw in the trailer and this whole like dark secret about the boyfriend controlling the daughter, I'm like, yo, where's Nicole Kidman?
Oh yeah.
Nicole Kidman is always involved in this kind of shit. This is her bag.
Oh yeah, indeed. But yeah, this does look intense. The IMDb premise is Simon's perfect life shattered when daughter Paige runs away, found strung in a park. Simon's search into dangerous underworld where active violence rocks his life. Bad English. But yeah, it does look intense and cool.
It has that like Big Little Lies type vibe.
Yeah.
Which I like those kind of shows.
This is gonna sound weird, but it's kind of like Big Little Lies without the rich person problem element.
No. It's a more grounded Big Little Lies, because it's not set in this affluent community with dark secrets. It's just the regular world and the darkness within the regular ass world. Like it's Big Little Lies without the petty rich person bullshit. Which I know you just said that, but I'm just repeating, I guess.
Okay. And
this needs to be reiterated.
Yeah.
Which I think is why I think this appeals to me more than something like a White Lotus. because this feels more like I actually care about these people because they seem like normal people that I could feel bad for. It takes a lot to actually make me feel bad for rich people.
Also, this one does have Minnie Driver in it. I believe she's the mom, and Harry Potter actor in it.
Which Harry Potter actor?
Dean Thomas.
Oh, from How to Get Away with Murder.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you know what? I do remember seeing him now that you mention it. Now that you bring him up. He was the black guy there in that trailer.
Also, thanks to How to Get Away with Murder, people forget that he's British.
Yeah, that his biggest role before this was Dean Thomas.
Also a Game of Thrones actor.
He was in Game of Thrones as well?
No, a Game of Thrones actor is in.
A Game of Thrones actor is in it. Which Game of Thrones actor?
A lesser, probably underutilized character.
Okay.
Salvador Sand.
Oh shit. He was
funny.
He was the
little bit that we saw him.
Salvador Sand was the guard, right? He was one of Oberyn's guard?
No,
or was he the pirate guy?
He was pirate, yeah.
Yeah, he was the pirate guy.
He was the pirate guy. But yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Looks interesting and intense, but
I don't know if that's probably something that's gonna be on the radar, but probably won't be covered in a full podcast episode.
Yeah, but what will be covered, and JT teased it before.
Bet your sweet ass.
Talk about it.
Bet your sweet ass is gonna be covered because we love Thousand Blows around here. Pause.
Yep.
Because man, this looks like it's about to go crazy. Mary and Sugar are teaming up, and it looks like it's gonna be a enemy of my enemy is my friend type of thing, and Hezekiah and Sugar are also gonna have to team up.
Well, because this does spoil season 1, so skip ahead if you hadn't seen it.
Which we have done a whole episode about it, if you are curious on our thoughts.
Yeah. But at the end of the last season, Mary kind of fucked up.
Mary, not kinda. Mary fucked all the way up.
Yeah, she did.
So she ended up incurring the wrath of a very powerful man. And so now her two men are probably gonna have to team up together to help her and their community.
And also Hezekiah, due to the death of his brother, is now on this like dark path of depression and vengeance.
Yep.
He just wants to beat people's asses, which moves Hezekiah.
Yep. This show is fucking great, dude. I'm so excited it's coming back.
Thank you. I'm sorry. And then finally, two very important people. Brian, buddy, friendo.
I thought you guys had remembered.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, no.
I talked about it.
Brian underestimates our brain capacity. Brian forgets that Tony and I are like goldfish sometimes. If stuff doesn't have to do with Pokemon or anything that we like super care about, it tends to slip through the net of our brain memory.
I just thought, hey, everything is so intense in this trailer that I can just tell from like the plot descriptions and everything that this is going to be an intense week, so why don't I end on a lighter note?
I mean, and it was a lighter note, but also me and Tony were just like, yo, are we high? What's happening? What is this?
Brian, it's a workday for me. I can't get high.
When we were watching it, you made the comparison to the Eric Andre show. It does kind of similar, like have like psychological elements to it, where in season 1 finale, she's interviewing the person, but she ends up like herself going on like a psychological journey herself and wonders if this all has just been some fever dream all in her head.
Okay.
So it's like they're purposely playing up the weird what the fuck like pseudo-realism, kind of similar to like if you remember that old video Too Many Cooks.
Yeah, of course.
I remember that. I remember Too Many Cooks.
Too Many cooks.
And how that starts off so innocent, then
goes into complete horror territory.
It kind of
has a kill.
It reminds me of like, you remember like back in the day when like there were a bunch of those types of animations, like I don't remember the other one that was like Sesame Street inspired, but there's like Salad Fingers.
Yeah.
And like,
oh, are you talking about, what's it?
I don't remember what the Sesame Street one is called.
Friends?
No, Smiling Friends is completely different. I'm talking about the one that is like, it's British. It's like it's like Sesame Street. It's based on like a Sesame Street like show, but it has all these like.
hug me, I'm scared. Don't hug
Yes,
me,
don't hug me, I'm scared. Thank you. There it is.
Oh,
There it is. Thank you, Tony. I was like, this was gonna bug me. Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
oh, yeah. It is kind of like that.
I used to love those things when I was in high school. It was so fucking weird and scary.
But it's which I think people are talking about, like there's rumors going around that "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" might come back.
Oh, that's too bad. Matt Pat's retired.
But
Matt Pat used to make really good analysis videos on Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
But anyway, back to very important people though. It's the key element about it is that it's comedians improving wild in character.
Yep.
And they have had a lot of like wild different characters. One of them from a previous season was a boy. It was a boy who had made a magical wish that had monkey pod on him.
Okay.
And so now he's just like the rock biter.
Well, shit.
And he's just like covered in rocks.
Huh. Dang, that sucks.
And the comedian talks like a little boy, but also like with the little boy like mindset, still addresses like the horrors of being a living rock.
Oh, the Ben Grimm problems.
Yes.
Oh
Also,
no.
one of them.
Does he talk about how he can't jerk off because his dick is slinkied into himself? Yo, let me tell you something, man. When Marvel released the diagram of the anatomy of Ben Grimm, that was something that like I had always wondered about, but now I'm like, I wish you had never opened that box.
Yeah, but also one of the characters was just simply her grandma.
Okay.
The interviewer's grandma. So they had like this whole ongoing bit where she'd run around chasing her, trying to spank her, to reprimand her for things that she said.
Dang.
It was just really funny and really unhinged. That's this whole series.
I mean, it seems like it.
One of the positives about it is seeing the behind the scenes, because they do release like behind the scenes stuff about it, and one of them is like them seeing themselves for the first time.
Nice.
Yeah, and one of the people that has been in every single season, I think, has been Brennan Lee Mulligan. In season 2, he and his real life wife both showed up, and they ended up being like these 80s wrestlers. And in the story of the characters, they were still wrestling as a couple because they were infamously a couple, but they had been divorced.
Oh.
And he's still in love with her, but she's not in love with him.
Oof.
Yeah, so
Rip that guy.
Messy.
yeah, but it's just awkward, funny time. If you ever have Dropout, it's a cool show.
But yeah, enough of the weird esoteric. Let's get to something pure, straightforward, and beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's finally talk about the fragrant flower blooms with dignity, aka what would happen when two Bryans fall in love. Tony missed it. You missed it. My opening for the episode. You'll hear it on the playback. But I was like, Kaguya-sama Love and War posed us with the great question of what would happen when two tsunderes fall in love. This show asks us a very similar question, but what if two cinnamon rolls fell in love? So let's talk about it.
Marketing.
So I guess we'll start with spoiler-free thoughts and impressions. I'm gonna start with the boy Brian, because you have the most fresh perspective, and also like, well, I don't know if Tony does, but I read the manga. I don't know if Tony's read the manga yet, but I've at least read the manga, so I want to go last because I can't really I can't really talk as deeply about it. And don't worry, folks. Just like with Don to Don, I'm not gonna spoil, and if I do spoil small parts, I will give warnings.
Okay, so the thing is with this anime is Jay had already like started watching it and knew that it was coming.
Shit, I'd hyped it up and thrown a temper tantrum because Netflix put it behind Netflix jail like cowards. Because I was like, oh, they're making this into an anime. It's coming out, and it's coming out this year. And it's coming out this year. What do you mean in Japan? What do you know?
Yeah, he kept talking about it. Like, if you go back on the screen times, I think he has mentioned it before on the podcast, like before it even came out.
Yep.
And then nothing happened, and then surprise, screen time.
Yep. You guys, it's finally here. Yep.
That was definitely a good reaction from Jay. Jay's like, "What? It's finally here?"
Yeah, dude, I was so excited.
Yeah. And so then I didn't watch it immediately because I was like, I know we're gonna cover it, so I'll just binge it. But then Jay was like, No, we gotta sit down. We've got a free day. Let's marathon at least up to current.
We watched over half of it. Yeah, because we had gotten up to like 6 or
We
7.
watched the first 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just good diabetes, serotonin, all the good. Seeing these two me-esque characters like stumble through like everything. I don't want to go into too much detail because I feel like I'll accidentally spoil, but I really liked it. It's definitely a good time, and it makes you feel good while watching.
It is impossible to watch this show and not have a smile on your face. They're so cute. Multiple times I felt like I was gonna cry, and I in fact did cry.
Yeah. Everything about the show was like, oh my god, pure happiness, and then tears happen. Tears of joy.
Yeah, and also one thing that I like about this is just a pure, straightforward romance. No bullshit, no extra melodrama. It's like there maybe are a couple misunderstandings here and there, but it doesn't linger. We actually talk our feelings out.
Yep.
And
Like
there are,
people.
there are like maybe a couple times where you think, are we gonna go into a triangle? But no.
Also, it doesn't drag, right? Like the thing with romance manga is the same kind of thing that you deal with American sitcoms. And follow me on this one. So the thing with American sitcoms, and especially like American rom-com type sitcoms, is that they will milk the fuck out of the couple, and they will not let these fuckers get together until the absolute very end, or at least the season before the final season.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes with the rom-com, even when they get together, it still isn't great. Like even though it's frustrating, one of my favorite like rom-coms that's out there, the 5-Year Engagement. So frustrating. Like they actually get together and then nope.
One of my favorite sitcom build-up couples that I still love with all my heart, but I will say they drag the fuck out of it. Jake and Amy.
Yep.
Jake and Amy, they drag the fuck out of Jake and Amy. I mean, granted, we got Brooklyn Nine-Nine lasted for a while, so we got a lot of great moments with them together. But boy, did it take for fucking ever.
Yeah. And also, you want to talk about sitcoms dragging out couples negatively?
Ted and Robin. Yeah. We got the same page, buddy. Fuck yeah. Ugh.
Which, I was just reminded about that the other day because somebody had posted a thing of Josh Radnor, and I think her name is Kristen Maloney.
Yeah. The actress who played Ted's wife and who was also Sophia Falcone.
Doing 5,000 miles.
Yep.
Like I Would Walk 5,000 Miles song.
Yep.
Doing that at karaoke. Oh my god! Even just through that, you could tell
Their chemistry is so good. Yeah.
No, they want to use the footage that they had of the kids that they filmed in season 2. Like 5 years ago.
I also still don't understand how Ted turns into Bob Saget. Does he get bitten by Bob Saget and then like it's a werewolf thing? Like Bob Saget transferred his essence into Ted Mosby and he transforms into Bob Saget.
When you go back and you look, quote unquote modern day, Robin, Lily, Marshall,
Robin, Lily, Marshall, like Barney, they all are played by everybody else. But somehow, that's what I said. I think Ted Mosby was bitten by Bob Saget, and Bob Saget transferred his essence like a curse of lycanthropy, and he transformed into Bob Saget. That is the only logical explanation.
Yeah, but
another romantic couple from like sitcoms that connected to me because I grew up with this. I've watched this more times than I can possibly count. given the kind of mom that I had. Have you any idea how many times I got angry at Ross and Rachel from Friends? I cannot tell you how many times.
I feel like everybody that grew up in the 90s fucking can't stand Ross and Rachel.
Yeah.
That's just the
But I think one that drew it out in like the good amount of time was, and I don't even know if this can be classified as a sitcom by the end of it, but Eleanor and Chidi.
Oh, yeah, no, Eleanor and Chidi was great. The Good Place, I feel like, handled it very well. But to bring it back to anime, another example of a romance anime, like, taking so long to get together. We don't, the big complaint is we didn't actually even get to see their relationship too much by the end. Something we covered, My Dress Up Darling.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I know it's a spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler. We know they're gonna get together. I'll just tell you, they constantly fucking edge you until we get to the end. Like the last handful of chapters, they're like, get together, and you're like, yes, finally! And then instantly, fast forward, 10 years, married, children.
One child.
Okay.
Yeah, one child.
One child.
One
yeah,
child.
yeah, but married, kid, bam.
Which
What the hell? Why did we get to see any of this? The fuck, dude?
Yeah.
And I know that sometimes they've said, they have said before that part of the reason why they draw things out so much with sitcoms and even with the anime, with the relationships, is because they fear what would happen if, how they could tell a compelling story with them together.
Gee, it's like relationships don't naturally cause conflict over time, but as you work through said relationship, you're supposed to work shit out with your partner. Oh wow.
Which also, ironically enough, one of the best cases of them doing that comes from a show with one of the worst relationship edging that you've already mentioned. Chandler and Monica.
Yeah. And also, I want to talk about a show real quick to keep this comparison train going. I want to talk about a show that did a lot of relationship edging, but also did actually show them together and working through problems, showing compelling conflict, even though in real life these actors could not stand each other at all. Castle and Beckett.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Man.
Until that final season, though.
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah.
that final season, the characters were happily in love.
Yep.
But the actors
Could
hated
not
each other
stand.
so much that they couldn't share scenes together.
Yep, they couldn't be in the same room. It was that bad. It's crazy.
That is why they had him go off and create his own detective agency where half the cast works with him while the other half works with her as an actual police detective.
Yep. But yeah, that's really all we can say is spoiler free. It's so good, you guys. And also, it's beautiful. We didn't really talk about it too much. The animation and the art style, fucking gorgeous.
And this is another show where it's not like Dungeon Meshi where it's like a focal point of the show.
Oh, but it's had some high level food porn. It's got some high level food porn. Especially if you're a sweets addict like myself.
And myself.
Yeah. Them cakes look good.
I do love me some cake. But yeah.
But also, side characters were great in this
Oh
show,
yeah,
too.
really good side characters, and nobody who was annoying. Nobody who was... No, don't get me wrong.
Whoa.
There were a couple characters that definitely irked me a little bit. One of the characters, I was like, oh, this is the Tony character. Here's the Tony. We found the Tony.
One of them, indeed. And one of them, I will say, rides the line of being annoying. And I'd say for sure that that's the Jay character.
Oh, yeah. He definitely gets close. He definitely gets close. There are a lot of times where he just almost steps over the line.
Yeah,
I agree.
But that's the thing is all these characters are very well
and
balanced.
If you're curious to find out which characters match up with the three of us, we will talk about that in the spoiler section. So let's talk about it. I think it's weird because like at first I said that the character I think is most of the me character is Saku, but actually I think I'm more of the Hayato. I think I'm more Hayato, the homie with the ahoge.
Yeah.
That's more the me character. I feel I do have a little bit element of Saku. I get in my sad boy bag for sure, which is definitely more of Saku's thing. Saku is more broody. Tony 100% is Usami.
Yeah.
Tony,
Yeah.
100% is Usami. Quick,
I'm a lot smarter than you.
I'm not.
I'm a lot smart.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. You're not as dumb. Well, you're not as cognitively dumb. You're as emotionally dumb.
Well, because that's his thing, though, is that he's the smartest of the group. He just can't, like, teach it to the other guys.
Oh no, that's Saku. That's Saku. We're talking about Usami, the redhead guy. The redhead
Oh, yeah.
guy.
Yeah, the redhead.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing is, we said it in the non-spoiler, but now that we're in the spoiler, we can say this is one of those shows where it's not like we can say definitively.
Oh yeah, it's like a
This
K-pop.
is
It's a K-pop Demon Hunter situation where it's like we're definitely a mix, except for Brian, who is like who is Rintaro and Kahiro. Is it Karuko? That's what her name is. Karuko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always want to call her Kokoro because she, it's just so heartwarming. But it's not. Her name is not Kokoro. It's Karuko.
And also, I kind of find myself wanting to just refer to him as Rini.
Yeah, it is catchy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Just complete tangent. Side note: that whole date episode, I was judging.
You were judging?
Yes, because I was like, let me see this aquarium. Let me see what this aquarium has to offer. And I saw the jellyfish exhibit. I was like, hey, that's where I work. Look at that, jellyfish. Hell yeah.
Do y'all have a cafe like that?
I wish. God damn, I wish. Our cafe is only open during the summer because that's when it's the most busy. So right now it's completely shut down. We only have a self-service snack kiosk,
Oh.
which I may or may not swipe snacks from. Didn't hear it from me.
Didn't hear it.
No, you pay for it all the time.
Oh, exactly. 100%. I'm a law-abiding citizen. There is no such thing as a 5-finger discount. What?
I didn't say anything.
But yeah, like that whole episode, I was judging. I was like, let me see this aquarium. Also, let me tell you something. As someone who works in an aquarium, that is the most common thing you deal with is fucking kids bouncing around, escaping their families.
And then being like, oh crap.
Yep.
I messed up.
Yep. That is what we in the aquarium business call a code 100 lost child.
Wow.
But yeah, that was one episode. But man, I loved this show, man. Their relationship was very well paced.
Yes.
One thing that I really like about this relationship is that like there's not a lot of the typical, because you know how a lot in both Western and Eastern romance stuff, there's especially if this takes place with like teenagers in high school, there's a lot of like guessing around of like, do I like him, do I like her kind of thing. They figure it out pretty much very early on. Yeah, I like them, right? Like we don't have to worry about that lasting for like 8 episodes. It's more so a story of being able to build up the courage and not only like believing that they like them, but believing that they themselves are worthy of being liked, which is I think the big message.
Oh yeah.
Throughout the whole thing, which I think is really cute and very relatable.
Very much I agree. Also, Miss Hoshino, Subaru.
Also, can I just talk about how, like, in the dub in particular, I hate how Karuko pronounces her name.
Yeah, Subaru.
Subaru. Like, bro, I know you've heard the car brand before. Subaru. It's not Subaru. Stop that. Why are you putting so much...
Someone in the dubbing booth told her, we don't want the confusion with the car company.
Here's my thing. I think I know exactly what it is. As someone who's edited videos before, I know exactly what it is. It's because of lip flaps.
Yes, it is. It is flip flap.
Yeah.
Because stretching out that syllable makes it easier to match the lip flap up. Because in Japanese, they have a much quicker cadence, so it's Subaru.
Yeah.
Right? But like, with how you speak in English, your tone is different, and so your lips also move different because you form different sounds. So stretching it out would actually help with the lip flaps more. So I get get the technical reason why, but like it annoyed the fuck out of me every time she said her name. Which I love Hoshino. I think Hoshino is a very sweet character. When we get into her stuff.
Oh, I can tell you, that's one of the things about this show is, at least in season 1, there are a lot of moments where it's like, oh no, they are dancing around something super dark.
Oh, dude, when she first showed, when I remember when I was reading this manga, and she first, like, at first I thought, and you know, this is the same for the anime, like, you know, you think, oh, she's just angry lesbian. That's what's going on here.
Not angry lesbian.
But then, like, the more she talks, like, the more it's setting up to be like, oh, it's getting dark. It's getting dark out here.
Oh, both of the female main characters, both of them, you could play that memed audio from Markiplier.
Yep.
Where it's adorable. Oh no, it's traumatized.
Pretty much. Because I mean, like, they leave a big hint in this season with Karuko. That's like a very quick blink and you'll miss it line of like in her flashback. I won't spoil what it is. I won't spoil what it is, obviously, but I will heavily imply it. Just like the show does. Because in the flashback, you know, when she comes, she's like, I had just gotten back from visiting the hospital.
Yeah.
And I was really, really sad.
Oh no, she wasn't just sad. She couldn't even enjoy.
Yeah, she couldn't even enjoy her cakes. Yeah.
The things that she likes.
Until Rintaro helped comfort her, which was the first time they spoke to each other.
That's definitely some espresso talk, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, there is some deeper stuff to Karuko as well. Nowhere near as dark as Subaru, but it's still very tragic. Will not spoil. Also, I love that Rintaro's dad exists. He is my favorite side character. I love him.
And like, that's the weird thing, is we don't see him for like the first.
That blew my mind in the manga. I was like, whoa, wait. He has a dad? His dad's in the picture? I thought it was him, his mom, and his brother. They never mentioned a dad.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, dad was just working the whole time? Oh, shit.
Which I do like that the very first time that we visually see the dad, he is passed out on the stairs from working too much.
Yep, and then you actually see where Rintaro gets his mean mug from.
Oh, yeah. Like, when you meet both of his parents, you realize, oh, he's just a combination of them.
Oh yeah. And my God, Kyoko. You want to talk about another great side character? I love both Samugis, but Kyoko is fucking wonderful. I love Kyoko so much. She's such a good mom.
Oh yeah. And the origins of why she has blonde hair.
Yeah, dude. When I didn't cry in the anime because I already got my crying out. But when I read that chapter, oh, buddy, the waterworks were activated. I definitely shed a tear. That's fucking beautiful. What a real one, man.
Oh yeah.
Also, like, he doesn't show up, but his brother is mad cool. Like, don't think there's a swerve here. His brother is actually a good dude. Very good dude.
Nice.
Like, his brother's not some bully or whatever. He even mentioned he looks up to his brother. His brother's cool.
Yeah.
He's just, in college. So, not there.
Obviously. But yeah, it was that background about why they both have it.
Yeah.
Was really
dude,
good.
That was so fucking touching.
It also just hits, I think, maybe even deeply for us, because, like, I don't want to assume anything, but I know that as a kid, I got bullied.
Oddly enough, I was never, it's hard to say. I don't think I was ever bullied. I mean, I threw hands with people. Which is it weird to say that I think I might have been the bully? Now that I'm really, like, unpacking it.
Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain.
Me and Jordan have talked about this. Friend of the show and my best friend, period. Me and Jordan have talked about this, like, several times. We were terrible children. And, like, I don't think I was ever bullied, which is weird because, you'd think, it's the kid in the wheelchair. You'd think that people would pick on him. No, I was more quick to throw hands with people. If people said any shit about me, I'd fucking punch them in the face. In fact, that's how I met a lot of my best friends. Jordan, I've fought. Jamel, I've fought. The only one of my core childhood friend group I never fought was Alec, because by then I was matured and smart enough to know I don't want none of that smoke.
So you fought Corey?
Oh, actually, no. Corey and I just bonded over nerdy interest. By then, so my fight my friends streak happened purely in elementary school. I didn't meet Corey until high school. My elementary school friends are Jordan's little brother, Josh, Mel, and Alex. Shout out to the homies. But yeah, no, I fought each one of them except for Josh and Alec. Now, I think I've swung on Josh before. We never fought.
Okay. Well, anyway, as someone who has been bullied, which is funny because I'm the one with not a visible disability, that did hit a little harder.
Oh, I see. It hit for me, but not in the bullying sense, but more so in the like I found somebody who inspired me to follow what I want to do kind of sense. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like like
that too.
Like what resonated with me was like Rintaro having that moment of like I see this guy doing this thing, like, you know, baking these cakes and like just having a smile on his face, and I want to live like that. I definitely had like a teacher in my childhood that definitely kind of encouraged my creativity and really kind of like pushed that side of me forward, and I think that's a big reason of why I pursue more creative endeavors today.
I never really had that. I mean, I had encouraging parents, but like I've told you guys before, when it comes to me and my like nerdiness, part of the reason why I had and still kind of do have some like obvious like holes in like my like nerdum is because I am a completely self-taught nerd. I never had anyone who like encouraged outside of the parents, because you know it hits differently when it's someone that you're like not required to love, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, technically you're not required to love your parents either.
I know,
it's just strongly encouraged.
Exactly, which anyone who has bad with their parents, don't feel like you have to.
But yeah, like I definitely get what you mean though. It like Rintaro's situation is very much relatable. I mean,
yeah,
I definitely remember like, well, I couldn't relate to him in the sense of like not being able to make friends. Not trying to say not trying to be like my life is great or whatever. It's just more so the fact of the type of person I am. I was never like I've never been afraid to talk to people. In fact, like it's kind of the exact opposite. People would actively try to get me to shut the fuck up because I'd be like, "Hi, I think you're cool. Do you want to be my friend?"
Not me. Like, to the fact where even to this day, I kind of have a bit of a superpower, which is at like a crowd function, I can disappear into a crowd and people can forget that I'm there.
I always make this joke, and I'm a hold to it. I will hold to this to the day I die. I feel like in terms of me and friends, I collect introverts like Pokemon cards.
I mean, yes, but
because like that's just kind of that. I relate to Karuko in that way. Like Karuko and Subaru's friendship, that's a lot of the friends I've made. Is me fucking running into somebody who is getting picked on or bullied and be like, "Hey, stop that shit. Leave them the fuck alone. Fuck is your problem?" Yeah. Obviously, she was much sweeter about it, but I was not a sweet child. I was a demon.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm like Rintaro. To the fact where, like I was saying, like the introspective stuff, like, because I don't want to get into too much detail.
Yeah, we don't need to make this How I Met Your Father Part 2. It's fine.
But basically, when I, like, first, back in the day, over a decade ago, met y'all and the bigger, like, 2K group, I was was not in a good place.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And-
You've told the stories.
And feeling very alone. It also didn't help that, and I've mentioned this before, that this was my first time leaving the house and leaving my home, and my parents were halfway around the world.
Because they were still in Japan.
And my closest people that I had to lean on were in the next state over and had 2 little kids. So it's I kind of felt bad leaning on them, because they've got their own issues.
And
to deal with.
and that was another thing that I like that this show really kind of teaches is the value of support. What Rintaro kind of learns with his friends, that he learns to trust them, and they're like, hey man, it's not like you gotta tell us everything, but if something's bugging you, just fucking say something.
And I like how they handled that. They didn't force him to do anything. They were just
They waited for him on his own time. Again, which is something I appreciate, because in a lesser show, they would have made a whole big deal about it. There would have been a massive fight, and it would have been a whole mini arc.
Well, see, that's also kind of the thing, is they sped it up. But they did kind of do that story, and weird, they were spying on him in the restaurant, which that was a great scene.
Yep.
When they were overhearing his conversation, crying their eyes out.
It reminded me of, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Bat Family Adventures with
Oh, yeah.
with Duke's Date. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Yeah. But after that, they were like, oh, yeah, we fucked up. We should have trusted our friend. And then throughout the rest of the season.
Also,
Even
we
when
find out that fucking Hayato can throw hands. That's my guy right there. He beat the shit out of those guys.
He 1v5'd upperclassmen.
Yep.
But I still like how they handled it, though, because he was like, oh, you fucked up. Let me deal with this.
Nah,
Cut off camera. They're all beat to shit.
I love that shit. He's still in fucking ass beating mode. Everybody else scared. Phone rings. Oh, hey Rintaro, are you and the girl safe? Cool. All right, I'll see you at school tomorrow. Peace, man.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Show had hands, bro. Show had hands.
That's my guy right there. That's why I was like, okay, maybe that's the me character, because that's what I would do.
But yeah, that's just another thing about this show, is the comedy is really good. Sometimes when it's adapting Japanese anime comedy to America, sometimes get a little lost in translation and a little flat.
Also, it's not
But not
overly.
this show.
It's also not overly melodramatic.
No.
Which I really fucking appreciate, especially in romance. Tony and I watch a lot of romance stuff. And one of the things that me and Tony complain about a lot of times in romance anime is overabundance of unnecessary melodrama.
Yeah.
And this is just straightforward. It's oh, let's just talk this shit out. Okay, cool.
And anytime it does get maybe a little too melodramatic, they undercut it with a joke.
Or even in the melodramatic romance, it's not undercut with a joke. It's more so a realization of oh, that's how you're feeling. My bad. When Subaru confronted Rintaro and was need you to stop seeing Karuko, and he's like, I'm sorry, but no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Fucking.
And then Rintaro, at one point was like, oh shit, I just said that. Why did I say that? I need to call her and apologize for saying that. And then he calls her. It's oh, okay.
But then he realizes, no, I don't need to apologize. I actually do like you. But we need to talk this out like people. Again, they're very emotionally mature, which is very refreshing for something that's about teenagers.
Yeah, there are a couple times in the show where it's can we talk? And it's just my immediate go-to TV instinct brain is can we talk is code word, and oh shit, it's
gonna be a big thing. It's just no, it's just a normal conversation. It's oh, thank fuck. That's the subversion of expectations. Oh my god, let's talk about that. Holy shit, this is one of the best confessions I've seen in a long time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, even before the flashback stuff. Even when it's just on his side, it's they're having a normal, nice, calm conversation, just sitting down normal people.
And also, they go on a cute date. He's not in his head the whole time. He's actually enjoying himself. And oh my god, does Karugo look like the cutest thing in the entire world in that yukata? My goodness.
And then when she's eating that apple while doing that.
Oh my goodness. Beat it.
And then her little cute reaction when he said that she's got a little
Yep. Beat us.
Yeah.
So it was so fucking cute. I texted the group chat as I was watching the last few episodes several times, like, this is so cute, I'm going to fucking die.
Yeah, which I will say also the finale does something that I really like when media does. Mm-hmm. And the fact alone that it's in animation means that it took so much more work for them, because in live action it's easy because we can just say, okay,
you're about to say what I think, what I was also going to bring up. I love that the characters change outfits.
Well, no.
Oh, my
that's
bad.
not what I was going to mention.
Oh, because I was just saying, in animation, like, it's so easy to just have, like, to just Bart Simpson it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't have to make several different models, but they make so many different unique style choices that fit the characters and all these small little details. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, even like with Rintaro and his friends, when they're in their uniforms and such, sometimes they'll wear their uniforms
And then,
differently.
with their own unique little flourishes. Yeah, exactly.
And even those will change sometimes. But what I was going to say earlier is I love it in media when we get like something that we've already seen,
But from a different perspective.
From a different perspective.
Yeah.
Like as much as I hated the ending of How I Met Your Mother, when we got that one episode where we got the montage of her in all those big moments from her perspective.
Yeah. You talking about the mom, Ted's wife? Yeah. Yep. I love that. Yeah, and I really do like, because we obviously saw from Rintaro's perspective at the beginning of the show, like when he thinks he first met Karuko. But getting to see like Karuko's actual, like the build up for Karuko when she actually has that same meeting with Rintaro and she's like, oh shit, I didn't dress up nice, didn't put my makeup on. Of all the times he's finally here, what the fuck?
Yeah,
just the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, she's so adorable.
And the first time that they actually met, he doesn't remember, and she is cool with it because what that signifies.
Yeah,
because that signifies that
he would.
Nice.
It's not that she feels less special. It's that she realizes now, oh, he would have did that for anybody. That's just the kind of person he is, which solidifies her love for him. And I'm just like, oh my god.
But also, I do like with how this show like does it, where he's like, "Oh my God, think, do I remember?"
Yep. He's like, "I'm sorry, I can't remember anything." It's like, no, it's okay. I prefer it that way. Also, her pouts, man. I love whenever she pouts or puffs her cheeks out. Fucking the expression work in this show, fucking top tier.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Especially with that lead too.
Oh yeah.
Because both of them. It's like when he's like staying up late and like overworking himself for the cake.
Yeah. Oh, when he goes to school the next day, he goes, "Rinter, you look like you're dying."
Like you look even more scary than normal.
Like, dude, I know making cakes aren't like an easy thing, but like, is it really that much?
Apparently,
and it's like, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna brush some water on my face and get going. But then he falls asleep in the doorway.
Turns out Pops is like Baker drill sergeant, like.
Which also that moment where he was like, "Okay, so you want to work over the summer? We'll work even harder."
And Mom's like, "No, stop it." No, Rintaro, have fun. Help us out when you're free. I know you want to spend time with your son, but stop.
Well,
yeah.
The mom did say that
I love this show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, honestly, look, I tried to be critical with a lot of things, but
listen, man, we might not beat the allegations, cause like I've been trying to think of stuff to criticize, and I'm like, I got nothing.
Well, okay, so it's more of a nitpick than an actual like criticism.
Okay.
It's like the typical goon. Just you have these ruffian older kids.
Yep.
And I know it's like the counterculture aesthetic in Japan. I get it, but these guys act in such a way. It's like it's not the 80s anymore, bro.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It definitely did feel out of date. But yeah, man. Shit. shit. I can't find anything major to say that like is like a big criticism.
Maybe it's not with the show, but like with the plot and everything. It's just like I don't understand the other hatred between the two schools.
Okay, it's more like I can.
It's a class thing plus it's a class thing, because remember, Karuko is only there off of scholarship. This is the rich girl school, so these are all the snobby, mean, upper crust rich girls.
Yeah, those girlies take things seriously because they believe in weird shit, like you can catch idiocy just by going near the planes of the school.
It's the Pokemon problem. They think, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to buy your $50 cookie.
I am not buying those.
But anyways, pop culture references aside, the other thing is, like, you also see this in Subaru, who Subaru is from an affluent family, and like the reason she develops this cold, distant personality is because she comes from this rich, higher society. That culture teaches you to kind of more close yourself off. You have to project this perfect image, and that's why Subaru kind of feels trapped, and why she can only really express herself around Karuko.
Yeah, which leads to that beach scene.
Yeah, and I also love that she connects with Saku, because like Saku is kind of her male counterpart, for lack of a better term.
Yeah,
because he is suffering from similar problems, but more so like that he has to kind of hide part of himself so that he doesn't stand out too much. You know what I mean? That's kind of the struggle that he's going through, but he kind of naturally stands out because of his gifted nature.
Oh yeah.
Also, he acts like a bit of a tool at times.
Because he doesn't know that he's being an aloof, kind of standoffish dickbag.
Yeah, but the fact that
which like as a teenager, I can definitely relate to that. I had those moments in my days.
But also the fact that he can recognize.
Yeah, he's self-aware, which again.
But also that he's aware of her.
And also I like that he didn't, like, again, those issues didn't linger. In other shows, Saku's issue with Subaru would have been like a multiple episode thing, and it wouldn't be till the end where it's resolved. Like a couple episodes later, after a talk with his friends, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry." Like,
well, not only that, but then also, "Oh shit, you're doing the same thing that I do.
Let me try and help you." Yeah, and again, it's all about and there's so much just genuineness in like all throughout this show. There's just nothing to hate, man. There's just nothing to hate. Like, I've been trying to look, but every time I think of a problem that I would have, I'm like, no, this show kind of fast forwards through it. We don't run into the same tropes and issues, which is what I like about this show. This show is just more about a genuine exploration of connection and emotional development.
Yeah.
And it's fucking beautiful.
And like, even just in general, like, I know the main focus of the show is the romance between the two characters. But a bigger theme overall, like, just in general, is just connections.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, connection between people. Because it's not just, like you said, it's not just the romance, it's the friendship. Hell, it's even the teachers. Like the teacher who, like, he works at this school that is notorious for these slacker, fuck up delinquents. But when he has that talk, he's like, "No, I genuinely believe in you guys. I know you're not the type, so go have fun. Enjoy your youth. But those of you guys who failed, you're stuck with me."
You know what he kind of reminds me of? I forgot the name of that movie, but Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
When he was in that one movie where he was teaching at school.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Mr. Sakuna. Mr. Sakuna. Fucking, he's the GOAT, and he did actually deliver on his promise. He gave those motherfuckers ice cream.
Yeah.
He did give those ice cream treats because he bribed them boys.
We were hounding him the whole time we were watching. It's like, where the fuck is the ice cream, bro?
Yeah, and then I like how later on he's like, "Can we talk to him about maybe doing donuts next year?"
Yep. No. They also want the fancy smancy cookies that Subaru brought.
Oh yeah, it was cookies.
Yeah, it was the fancy
The donuts
cookies.
was just a Subaru thing.
Yeah, the donuts was just a Subaru and fucking why am I forgetting homie's name now? Saku. Yeah.
Saku donuts.
Saku also loves donuts.
Yeah, that was a good, cute moment between the two of them.
Yeah, no.
He's like, "Eat these and join us when you have time."
And I also love that he doesn't force her. He just like whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Like it's genuine understanding, which is
Even
fucking.
though bro can't teach for shit though.
He can't teach for shit. He doesn't know how to fucking explain things to people like they're 5. He just
Because especially for Utsumi, you have to explain things from like you're 5.
with Utsumi you got to explain it to him like he's 2.
Oh no! Oh yeah, that's right. He is that dumb. Homeboy is this.
Which
He's
like
one
which
of those-
I mean which it makes sense why Karuko was able to help him more because she's very good with kids.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But that was also so good. She was like, they have desserts here. Are you
Yep.
feeling up to
My
sweets?
my
And he's
man's a fucking puppy. He's strictly food motivated.
Yep.
He said treats? Huh?
treat, no treat, treat, no treat, no treat, no treat.
Ah, so good.
It's like one of those dog videos where you have people voice over.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
God.
it's on that I think it was a Vine back in the day where it's like you have to spell around him TREAT.
Yep.
What? He's a grown man. We don't have to spell around him.
No, I think that's I don't know if that was a Vine. I think that was a TikTok because that seems that I've seen that one around.
Oh,
Seems very
but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, TREA. We're thinking about going out for a TREAT. He's a grown man. We don't need to spell. Oh yeah, watch.
No, they're like, he's a grown man. We don't need to spell treat, no treat, treat, no treat, treat, no treat.
This is why we just spell things.
Yep.
Because motherfuckers love to spell.
Nope. That's definitely Utsumi.
NAP. Yay! What do you think that spells? Party.
That's definitely Usumi. But yeah, man. Okay, so final thoughts and ratings. Shit,
Yeah.
man. I can't fight it. I can't fight this feeling anymore. Fuck it. I gotta do it. 10.
Then do it. 10.
Gotta do it. I could literally find nothing substantially wrong. I was trying this whole hour and a half, and I'm like, nah, I love everything. There's a couple small things, but like, there's nothing big that could take even like a half a point away.
You know what? Let's just make this easy. I'll say 10 as well because I'm in the same boat as you. Like minor nitpick because it feels like old-fashioned, but it's a trope for a reason. So
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah,
It's a 10. It's 10. And also they subverted a lot of tropes.
that's
too.
what I'm
So
saying.
we got-
Yeah, that's the thing, right? They do play into tropes, but they subvert so many that it doesn't even really matter that they play into a couple.
Yeah. Which, for me, I don't know if we're just blinded by all the sugar and sweetness, but fuck it, I gotta do it too.
Yeah, man.
It's unanimous.
Look, dude. Look, David, if you're watching this episode, I swear to God, we do not just give out 10s like this. But
I mean, hell, case in point, go back just one episode where we thought for sure going into it, it was gonna be a unanimous 10 out of 10.
because the first one was a 10 out of 10. Nah, that one went completely different.
And then when we talked about it, we were like, wait a minute, it's just the second half of the same story.
Yep.
It's not a sequel.
Yeah, again,
Yeah.
go watch the episode. But yeah, we swear to God, we do not just hand out 10s like candy.
Like,
it just
also, I
it
will
just
say-
turned out 2025 just happens to be goated for some
I
reason.
know we don't cover them as much as we probably would like to or should, but this is the first time that an anime has been 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't think we ever given an anime a 10 out of. Well, no, me and Tony have given Pokemon Horizons, but that's more of a personal bias thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And,
this is the first unanimous anime 10 out of 10. Dandadan, it came pretty close. Those were some 9s, but like fucking.
Even though like maybe a year or so ago, but Your Happy Marriage.
Oh, My Happy Marriage was almost a unanimous 10 out of 10. Now, me and Tony and Shoujo,
Yeah.
me and Tony and Shoujo, like that was peak Shoujo right there, which I'm still it's one of the greatest sadnesses of our podcasting career is the fact that we were unable due to scheduling conflicts cover season 2 because season 2 was fantastic as well. I don't think it was as good as season 1. It probably would have been like a 9 instead of a 10 for me, and if people are curious what I would have thought because I have seen the whole thing. It was still very good, but it was more world building and plot as opposed to the romance that I was here for. Like
that makes sense.
even though the world building writing and plot is good, I wasn't here for that. That was more the extra sauce. I was here for the romance, and we didn't get as much cute stuff between Mio and Kudo in season 2, which was kind of sad.
Aw,
Yeah.
but yeah, I will say that I am looking at the list here, and like it has been since we covered K-pop Demon Hunters that we have had a unanimous 10 out of 10, say for Sinners. But
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
we do not just cover things that we give 10s. Okay, it's just we follow a philosophy that we only review stuff that we really like. So the lowest you'll ever see on this show is like a 7 or 8,
which
or in the case of Monkey King, like a 6.5.
Yeah, if something possesses me one day.
or
Oh, White Lotus, Tony gave a 6. I gave White Lotus a 6.5.
yeah, White Lotus.
Monkey King.
No, White Lotus. I have it written here that Tony gave it a 6.5.
Oh, I think I gave it a 7. Yeah, I might have given it a 7,
Yes,
which
yes,
is a
you
little,
did.
yeah. So, Monkey King, I know we scored low. Heart of Stone, we kind of put in the middle of the ground. We do have lukewarm reception for stuff. It's just
Well, we
tend to,
this season has been pretty fire.
which honestly is gonna make our year-end wrap-up very, very fucking difficult.
One, including, like, I just checked it, and including this show right here, over the course of season 4, we have only had 7 unanimous 10 out of 10.
And remember, this is episode 37. So, it's only 7 out of 37. We do not give out 10s that often. I don't know why. Ever since David said it, it's been stuck in my head. I'm like, we don't give 10s out like that. You just happened to show up when we gave out a 10. When we gave out 10s, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah. So, did we discuss what we were gonna cover after this?
No, we did not.
I was gonna say I don't remember, because I was gonna transition into, all right, Brian, tell the folks at home what we'll be covering next week. I'm like, I don't think we ever talked about it. So please stay tuned.
What we will be covering next week is insert here,
Future. That's a future Brian problem.
or just leave it there for comedy.
Or leave it there for comedy's sake. But please stay tuned. We'll figure that out after we finish recording. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. A much happier, lighter one, as opposed to our more in-depth analysis from Wicked and our yap-tastic fucking session that has been. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace.